I froze. Okay, there you go.
Hey, okay, we're good. Hey!
We're on.
Hey!
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Retroverse. Story where you have some 80s, 90s fun. You know, fight some dragons, do some dancing, maybe do some rapping, maybe do some smooching, maybe some killing, you know. It's a little bit of everything here.
I just looked down at my post-it notes that has my hit points. I'm down by 23 hit points.
Oh, speaking of that, everybody is leveled up since last session, and they're level 8. Meaning their HP and all their stuff is back like it was a short rest. Or a long rest.
Good.
You get spells back?
Katrina didn't put anything on my seat.
I wrote it down, but I wrote it down here.
Yeah, Yost, you were at like -2, and they were barely able to keep you alive.
No, he was at -34.
They're like, quick, throw him in the mob. He'll distract him.
You can't get below 0.
Quick, dinosaur.
Everything will be fine.
They threw you on the floor. You did the dinosaur.
So we got all of our spells back as well?
Yeah, no, but for real though, you guys leveled up and you get everything back. I'm going to say you guys took that long rest in that cave.
Oh, thank God.
And speaking of that cave, we'll do a little bit of recap. Last session, they climbed up Mount Nevsky, the horrible wintry path. It was cold. They ran into a few little peons from the laser cult. They had some lightsaber claws or something, you know, no big deal. Then they ran into Project Wyvern from the labs below. And it is a wyvern that had android parts on it. It had like rocket wings and all this other crazy stuff. So instead of running away from the horrible legendary creature, our brave adventurers jumped for it. Especially Verm after it killed his Zord.
Almost killed.
Sword is fine.
Went offline for a little bit, but
Yes.
Yeah, we saved it, didn't we?
Made melty.
It made
it
its
was making death saves.
it made its death saves. That's what happened.
I think when it was got to like the last death save, I made it there and I cast something on it.
Yeah, it had stabilized, and then you brought it up enough to where it could
Okay.
actually do its own.
Yeah, and after you guys destroyed the terrible beast, you crossed over the ice hazard into the cave. That is apparently a shortcut to the other side of the mountain.
I had to blow a polymorph on it so we didn't go into the drink.
The weird green ice liquid.
Slushy.
Yeah. So, you guys are camping in there for the night. You're freezing your butts off, even though you do have some makeshift clothes for Hertz, you know, giving her a jacket and stuff. For sleeping out for the night, not really having everybody having the tent or a tent that could hold in warmth very well.
Yeah, like I have a
The
tent,
night was
but I don't
going.
think it's gonna hold in much warmth.
The night was
I was
going
going
pretty
to
rough.
say, What is there any evidence of a nest or something for the wyvern up here?
Oddly enough, this cave is it looks like it was a nest for this. Yes.
So might there be burnable combustible materials?
Yes.
Yes. I'm
Then
gonna do
It
that.
might be time to pop out my 8-ball Zippo and make us a fire.
Okay, so you grab some of the wyvern dung.
Like the debris or whatever that you like pile together to make a fire to just makes the fire.
He's gonna pause with that Zippo like halfway out, like flipped open but not lit yet. Just like
So you guys got burning wyvern poo.
It shits in his bed?
normally.
Might be like a porcupine.
No, there was like a good spot where it was kind of like it had like one designated area. You could see like it's scratched out this area, and yeah,
Oh,
puppers, and
look at you jealous box.
like your dogs show up, and then my cat just somehow falls from above.
I have nothing.
Don't eat from the bowl, you barbarian.
And while you guys are just like, you know, it just smells like burning poop, and you barely got any shelter, and the night's just like going miserable. Everybody give me perception checks.
Okay.
Can I make it not smell bad with precipitation?
Yeah,
Yes.
you guys like every minute or so, or after like for an hour you make it smell like lavender. I think precipitation's up to an hour.
All right. Rolling perception because the first one went off the table.
Dogtail.
8.
An 8. Okay.
11. I got a 7.
10.
Okay.
Can I roll for my spider too?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good, because you get better perception.
You can roll for your.
Maybe Wolfie.
Yeah, Sir Barks a lot. Oh, and you can roll for Magneto. Let me get his. Let me get his
I
bonus.
get to roll! Oh my god. Okay, he got a 13.
He got an
Ooh.
18. Or she, like I got an 18.
Damn.
This makes sense. The
What do you do?
pets.
God fucking balls.
The pets would totally get better perception checks than you guys.
Yeah, they're not distracted by the cold or the smell.
They're like,
Yeah.
it's poop, whatever.
They're sentry animals.
Sir Barks eats out all the time.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I mean, he like 100. He's like 100% fuel efficiency with it, where like there's no waste afterwards. When he eats it, it just like uses it as a extra energy source.
Disposal system.
Miniature steam plant, and then fusion.
Parts of it might go to a plane, maybe an ooze one or something. You don't know, whatever.
The elemental plane of poo.
Pretty much. Okay, so you said you had 13 for Magneto.
Yeah.
Okay, so he did good too. All of your pets are huddled together. You're not sure if it's because Magneto pulled them together or not, but they're all together. And first one that seems alerted is the spider sword, as it perks its head up.
And that works like a heart.
I had an 18 for Lycosa.
Oh, 22. Holy crap. Okay.
Oh, okay. Great.
Sir Barks-a-Lot's ears pop up, and he goes, bark, bark. And he looks outside and up towards the sky as the blizzard's just... the blizzard's died down now. It's just heavy snow. It's not really windy.
If that's another wyvern, I'm gonna be pissed.
Are we asleep at this point?
No, this is like maybe an hour after you guys have been like... You just started to get comfortable.
I'm gonna sigh very heavily and get up and draw my sword.
Relatively comfortable.
Oh.
Here's my pet. There you go. There he is.
Oh, hi, buddy.
He's like, I want to eat your books, because your laptop isn't here for me to wreck. Alright, so...
Boy.
Why are dinosaurs so hard to find?
Because they were
Well,
synced.
they're extinct.
That's true.
I think they're under D.
Ah, there he is. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, like, it was like
For some
between
reason.
devils and demons.
Yeah.
With as much
And
synchronicity
dragon.
as we have today, I think it's time to drop the beat eventually.
Yeah, for sure.
We're on it today.
But Sir Barks-a-Lot opens his mouth, and the little speaker he has in his mouth, you can hear he's amplifying whatever he's hearing, and you can just hear through the white noise. It just sounds like a chopper.
Oh, hey.
Ah, yay!
Wait, wrong chopper.
And
I don't know if my phone has any service up here.
I'm gonna say probably not.
Verm's sword. Does it speak at all? I don't think she does.
No, she just makes noises.
Okay. She makes the noise that you recognize as like a foreign object approaching.
Sounds like.
And Ghost actually probably recognizes it. We'll say it's a separate Zord language that Go Rangers know.
I just put the dog
Yo, shit's going down there.
on him, and he looks so uncomfortable.
Does it seem like if they were trying to find us, they won't be able to find us through, like, the clouds?
That would definitely help people find us.
Drew, give me a insight. I don't know if he showed up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like cat nose out of the corner of the screen, you throw something and just a blur.
I had a little twisty, and I'm like, distraction, go.
21.
21. You're pretty sure from, even though you are covering up the smell of your manure fire, it is black smoke that's going up, and even through the snow, if something got close enough, it could see it, but it would have to get awfully close. And you do remember that you have spare trackers on you. You had that one that you put in front of the research facility for that scientist,
Right.
Mr. Hawking,
Okay.
Dr. Hawking. The
Okay.
Do we want to be found?
Yeah, it's my helicopter.
Oh,
Well, yeah, but
walk out, fire my fireball like a flare.
I'll say it was flare mode. It does no damage. Same thing, just doesn't do damage.
Yeah, aim right for the helicopter.
Boom! Yeah! Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Birds would kill you.
no.
Mayday! Mayday! We're going down! It was an unaccepted. No, okay. We've had enough sad stuff.
Never enough.
As you shoot off that flare, you notice there seems to be a parachute and something's coming down.
Oh shit! I did hit it. I was in the way.
It gives you enough of a light source to see what this foreign object that the Zord seem to sense is coming towards you guys.
I'm gonna go attempt to figure out what it is.
It lands right in front of Ghost since he stepped outside the cave and kind of like made himself room to shoot. And
From behind Berm, you're like, what is it?
and as the crate lands,
It's just a picnic one.
the parachute itself seems to burn and evaporate away into nothingness.
Ooh, fancy.
And you see on the side of it in
That's smart.
Army stencil paint, it says A.R. or A.R.C.
Okay. Hurts.
And it says pull here to deploy, and there's like a spot on the harness you can just pull. As you pull, the walls and stuff just fall, the sides just fall apart.
No.
And inside, you guys find a bunch of winter gear, like really thick furry hoodies and stuff.
Yeah,
Hurts. I love your agent so much.
he's the best.
And
Light
you,
up wood for the fire.
and you see a tablet sitting there.
Okay. I'll take
They
this.
send you such an archaic thing. It's like 30 pounds. Nice chisel worked up.
I show it. I love
This
that
is like
there's
immediately
tablets in
picking
this
up a
world,
bundle
but
of shit,
also-
just going further into the cave to change.
I love that there's tablets in this world, but also brick phones.
It's an Apple Newton.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'll take that tablet.
Why can I not find this document? Oh, well. The tablet itself just goes wing, and you guys see a hard light message appear, and you see a Siren wearing a three-piece suit, and he has a like an earpiece on in his like hole, I guess, since they don't have ears, and he has on aviator shades, and Hertz immediately recognizes him as her manager, Mr. Cage. And he says, and the message just seems to automatically go on itself, and it says, Hertz, these supplies are for you and your comrades as you continue through here. I read the weather reports that said there was a blizzard going by. I will wait until the storm has died down, and I'll drop you off these supplies.
What a man.
Inside one of the smaller crates, you'll find parts of this ARC project that we had started on. Professor Hawkins, who I picked up, this scientist that you mentioned, seemed quite interested, and he might be able to help us with this project. if you find any endangered creatures or ones that you don't want in the middle of the field of battle, use one of the arc launchers.
Oh my god, yeah! Yeah!
I must warn you though, don't use it when there's bad weather, or if the creature is injured.
Hold on. So we're going to launch an animal in the sky?
You'll find instructions in the same crate, Hertz.
And I go and find the instruction booklet.
But knowing you will be able to pick up on it quite quickly. I wish you and your friends the best of luck. I'll be on your personal carrier ship out in the ocean. Okay, John.
You have a carrier.
Yeah!
Who the fuck are we to the ocean right now?
I mean, Red Abby is on the beach, so...
She's like a Mach 5 speed racer, where just somehow she just has like a convenient vehicle for every situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
The whole
no.
brand deal.
Well, you got some crazy
We find
marketing.
out later that Hertz the Superstar is actually her pseudonym. She's actually like a secret government agent.
She's Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Totally her real name. Anyway, so the you guys have all these supplies, and you find these they're like baseball-sized spheres in this crate that he mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
I love it, yes.
One half of it is black, and the other half of it is white, and it seems to have like a button on the side of it, like right in the middle between the two colors. Let's see. 30 of them.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait, what are we looking at?
They say in the same A.R.C. on the sides.
Okay, cool. Do you want to put a couple in your bag, Hertz, and then I can throw the rest into the fanny pack of holding?
All right.
I'll
I am
take-
interested in the manual, though. Like any good soldier,
Fine.
he wants to read the weapon
I'll take
manual.
6.
5 of them are a
My
pound.
belt.
5 of them are a pound, if that even matters for you guys.
Okay.
The instructions pops up, and it's another video from him, and it's like this full tutorial, nice and easy. Pretty much you do a ranged throw attack like you would with the alchemist fire in normal
Does it
D&D.
get cut?
And if you and if you hit with the attack, the creature has to make a Constitution saving throw, and if it fails it, it attaches to him and deploys one of these parachute things up to the sky, and it automatically sends it over to the carrier to a
Okay,
specific
so
location.
question.
Mhm.
If we get the great one, does it have a higher DC?
It hit damn well better.
You know, since these are early prototypes, and apparently he said they originally came from making them out of acorns or something. You're not even sure what he meant by that.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness. Alright, I'll take 6 and put them on my belt, and then I'll give the rest to you.
You know, conveniently enough, they fit right on your belt.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Like they go from like baseball size to like little rubber bouncy ball size as you put them on your belt.
Perfect.
Not really dissuading the whole Hertz works for the government thing. You have a Batman utility belt.
Verm's gonna take 6 of his own and put them on his belt.
If
Okay.
you say that in character, Hertz will laugh at you in character.
Yeah, no, she does.
No.
We can store the rest in the saddlebags.
I was also going to say I have the bag of holding.
That too.
Oh, you noticed that Cage in the tutorial video used as an example this really rare breed of rodent called a thunder bunny as his capture example.
So good. Totally not. I'm ready and expecting all the Pokemon.
Pokemon? What? No.
I mean, not Pokemon. Definitely.
Not Pokemon TM.
Yeah. It's just backpack.
Capture monsters. Oh wait, no, that's still the same. Oh, well, whatever.
Question.
Backpack creatures.
Way back in the day, we got Molotov cocktails. Those are gone now, right?
You never used them, did you?
I don't remember.
I think he used one back with the Boarhawks.
Wait, was this way back when you were in the maze?
No, this was way back when we first came up to this joint. And we came to the town, and I was like, we're gonna throw Molotov cocktails. And then we walked in, and like shit went to the shit.
dropped one there.
You dropped
Okay.
you dropped one there, and that was it.
Okay, so I have one left.
You dropped one there, and then you were like, "Oh, these are kobolds."
Yeah.
And then the Oni cast darkness, and you're like, "Well, great."
Yeah. That was a bitch, man. Darkness is a pain in the ass.
Not for you guys. You guys just were like, "Yeah, fuck that. I don't care.
Man.
You're flying. I'm gonna turn giant size and smack you."
Well, he made the mistake of planting a darkness patch and then leaving it.
That was so badass. So
No,
I'm not giving you pizza.
The reason he left it is because he couldn't see in it either.
Warlocks for the win, man.
Yep.
Yeah, go bother Dad, not me.
But now you guys have like borderline home away from home level of camping equipment. Like one of these chairs somehow can fold out and become a recliner.
Yeah, I would imagine Visca's familiar with all this shit and just immediately starts setting up a really good camp.
Yost and Hertz probably really find this stuff kind of interesting because it's a lot of Tinker Tool kind of robotic kind of stuff. Where like that recliner chair is like the one you guys found from that Grey Dwarf, you know, when it like folded into a cube.
Meanwhile, Visca's the nerd that like, yes, the reusable spork. I forgot that.
Oh yeah, you find
Foraging.
you find out.
Just plays with the recliner chairs. You're like, oh, and just sit there and like keeps putting it
Turn the
back.
TV on and start watching.
Yeah, there's a crystal scrying orb. Yeah, it has a remote here. You get no reception up here. Oh, well, damn.
Mr.
Probably because of the
Gage
weather.
is very good, you guys.
Yeah, no, this stuff is great.
The Okay, so you said you were gonna go. You're gonna go foraging.
Oh, sorry, not foraging. Scouting further into the cave, but not with myself, with Lycosa. Send her out and just use my sword vision pass through and just sit there with the camp and send her kind of moving stealthily just to see if there's anything might be
Make sure
waiting
she's at
for
full
us.
health before you send her off.
Oh, she is.
Okay.
I'll,
And you're on his face again.
I was gonna get to that actually. The you guys are getting all comfortable and stuff. Visca finds the Omni tool where like you rotate the handle, it goes from like spoon to fork to knife, and you can like
Just
put it in
look
between.
at Hertz, who's like,
So it's like a fork
drawing
knife
on-
or a spoon fork or a
yeah, I
spoon
just
knife.
turn around and look at Hertz, who's like already preparing to draw on Broom, and that just goes into a pocket.
You see Verm just sitting there, and he's holding the slice of pizza he had in the little make and bake oven that was in this, and it's just like kind of like oozing down just
Drooping.
a little bit, but it's cold enough that it didn't like droop very far. It cooled
Yeah,
down.
he sent like one of those pre-made make your own pizza kit and like a little tiny cast iron pan.
Yeah, but that's when Hertz realizes that he's in a remote senses mode.
Barkslot eats the pizza.
No!
He's a robot! Why does he eat our pizza?
Because he's also a dog.
Bad
Hertz
robot.
and Sir Barkslot, give me sleight of hand checks.
He means let a paw.
Sleight of paw.
I will fight your
I got
dog.
that 20, so
Oh damn!
Like a ninja.
you never even noticed. I draw a whole painting on your face.
13.
13? Give me
What
that.
do I have to do to not have the dog eat my food?
Oh no! It's eating Verm's food.
Yeah.
Because Verm's not paying
Oh.
attention.
Okay.
Now, Hertz is within 5 feet.
If anything, he would have advantage because I don't know if Verm can feel.
13.
Okay, Verm, give me a perception check.
Okay. For the purposes of comedy, I'm going to say probably not. But okay, so it was 12.
Okay, yeah, there you go. So as you're as the spider's going out to scout, give me an investigation check for your spider.
Mm.
You can use your investigation if it's better. I don't think so with your intelligence.
Burn.
Oh,
Oh my god. Actually, the spider has an intelligence of 3, and knows.
okay, never mind. Use yours.
Smarter than me.
No, it's
Or
not an
is it-
intelligence bonus of 3. It's an intelligence score of 3.
Okay, got it.
So a -9.
It's just sentient. It's just barely
Yeah.
sentient.
So I'm going to take my own investigation, which is fine. I rolled a 19, so it's an 18.
Okay, you notice that there's a hidden door in the back.
Okay.
It-
So that's the end of the cave. Is just the hidden door.
Yeah, it looks like if you apply enough pressure, it would open.
Okay, then she'll return, and I will put my head back on
Okay,
and
as you put
see where I wake up.
your head back on, Hertz, did you draw it so you could notice it, or?
I mean, are you wearing your helmet?
Well, yeah.
Okay. So probably like, because I got a nat 20, I specifically went around the eye hole so you cannot see it.
Okay, you
It's
immediately.
just like that.
But she's like standing like this close to your face and just like, hi.
The first thing you notice past Hertz is that the slice of pizza in your hand is gone, and you look down, and that pizza you just cooked is gone.
he's just got like the Coachella swirls around the eye right now.
You see a very clear dragging mark from like the snow all the way over to Sir Barcelona, who's just like sitting there, and he's like looking away from you purposely, like looking down.
I will say Hertz drew the scene that we had in the last episode on his face.
Like cave art.
Yeah. But like really bad, but like, you know.
It's just stick figures.
Yeah,
Charcoal
yeah,
scribbles.
yeah.
I can't help but cave art. Think of cave art as like you just have chalk in your mouth, and you put your hand up, and you just go. Perfect.
Yeah, I do the whole Lion King thing right on his face.
Simba. Alright, Verm is going to look at Sir Barks-a-Lot, and the air is going to shimmer behind his head, and a cross vein popping is going to just appear over the back of his head, and then blow away. Like peel off like a sticker and fly away in the breeze.
You notice that right behind him is Magneto, and Magneto is like eating the crust.
Damn, how bad did I burn that pizza?
It's rich in iron now.
No, yeah, like the dog takes the pizza and Magneto just eats the cast iron pan.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's having this.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, he has the pan.
It's delicious.
Son, maybe not. Might need to go out, unfortunately. It does look like it's separating, but
Your boy listens about as well as mine.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna run him out. You know where my stuff is. If anybody plans on it, I will take last watch.
Or
Okay.
just hanging out.
For now, you guys haven't had your long rest yet.
Okay, come on. Let's go for a quick walk.
So,
Oh,
what
okay.
exactly are we doing? What's the plan? Because I seem to remember that there was a cultist and there's a dragon at home. You know, I'm just saying, what are we doing?
We are following the intel that I gathered from occultists regarding the cult and their corruption of a shrine of Alphazy. And that lies at the other end of this path that goes through the mountain.
Right, okay.
I would say Hertz with her prodigy background. You know of this shrine from just like geography class and stuff. It's a pretty famous one. It's on the other side of this mountain, in the middle of this mountain range. And there's It's in the middle of Crystal Lake, and on the other side of the Crystal Lake is the city-state of Atama, which is where the robot people are at. And to the west there is the biggest mountain in the mountain range, Mount Tendu.
Mount Tendu. God, that never gets old.
Okay. There's a lot of weird shit going on. Why are all like? What I'm confused about is like, why all of a sudden is there a dragon and cultists and other things, and why am I not home watching TV?
I don't know why you're not home watching TV, but I know the cultists have been working for years to make this happen. They're trying to bring about the end of the world and the rise of laser dragons' superiority over all people.
Oh, good, great, that's fantastic. Well, it's been great. Good. All right. Just
You can tell about halfway through that explanation, he sort of fell into like a rote sort of pattern of his voice, like he'd read this one time too many.
Hers is trying to like figure out I think that she like she's going over her head math lady style, like, am I like gonna die? Like, just like I don't think that she thinks that she's prepared for this.
Lycosa shakes her abdomen and a port opens in the back and a little triangle bubbles up, says, "Outlook not so good."
Oh no! Thank you, spider friends. Just gonna go play with Magneto in the corner somewhere.
She lifts up one pad of pelt like a thumb.
Oh no! Josh, how you doing?
Alright. Yeah, good.
You seem pretty quiet. You
Yeah.
did some really cool shit like an hour ago.
I don't know. I just kind of went. It was like almost on automation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I barely remember any of it.
Don't you agree, Fiska?
Like, I turned you into a dinosaur, and then we jumped off a cliff, and then I jumped off your back, and then I spit some sweet, sick rhymes. It was pretty dope.
That explains why my lower back hurts.
That's all I mean, my dude. You need to do more stretches. I keep telling you to join me for yoga, but like, you're like, no, yoga is for girls. I'm just...
Visca shows up and her mouth does like a repeating animation of talk, and there's like white text underneath her, and you see it says, "You didn't seem automated at all about an hour ago."
See, happens all the time.
Yeah.
She opens her mouth and it like goes through the talking thing, but it just slowly puts up dot dot dot.
Do we get like dialogue option boxes?
Yeah.
The dialogue options are just saying what you want. So you guys rest for the night and had your pizzas and your camp out. There was like a big 4-person tent in this kit, which is kind of auto deploys itself. You press a button and
I mean, they say 4-person, but when you put your gear in, it's only like 2.5.
Right, but Mr. Cage is like accounted for it. I'm sure.
I was gonna say, are these like 4 regular size people tents, or 4 like 3 meat slabs and a caster size?
no, like have you ever seen those ones at like the sports store where they'll have the like $1,000 tent that can hold up to like a whole family, just like a one
No.
big tent?
I think I've seen catalog items.
Okay.
In person.
Well, I've just seen the picture. They obviously don't have them out on display; they're too big. But that's pretty much what one of these are. It's like a miniature house.
We had a Korean War surplus tent, kind of like you if you watch MASH, those things. We had one of those when we went camping.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was bad. Smelled like it was 40 years old.
From the Korean War.
Yeah. Got to keep applying this wax stuff to make it waterproof.
Oh boy.
Pretty annoying. We haven't get rid of that and got the new stuff.
So yeah, like there's just a huge pile of beefcakes in this tent.
Pretty much, yeah.
I love it. Great, perfect.
You guys take shifts and nothing really comes to bother you at all. And you guys wake up in the morning perfectly fine.
Okay. So after being sure to put out our fire like responsible campers,
Yeah.
and gathering up our equipment, I'll move towards the back and wait for everybody to be ready before pushing open the door and standing off to one side.
Hurts hides behind whoever's closest.
Probably, yeah.
Yep. She's really like back there, like standing with her like instrument in hand, like ready to go if anything's about to happen.
I like to think you're holding it improperly, like you're throwing it like it's a club, like upside down.
Yeah, like she's like ready to hit somebody, even though she has a melee weapon.
Love it.
Isn't it a whip?
It is.
It's kind of awesome that they get skates and a whip.
Yeah, and her whip is actually, it's a bracelet that she wears on her hand. That's like a rainbow bracelet that's like a slinky that just is coiled around her hand.
I love it.
Yeah. I'm ready to go if you guys are.
So nothing jumps out of the door?
It's not open.
Okay.
It didn't look like it changed since last night.
Well, okay.
I know where the dog was freaking out.
Hmm?
There's a fire up the road.
A fire?
Like a lightning hit tree or something up in the alley. I was gonna go take pictures of it.
Wow.
Firefighters already there. They have the hose going and everything.
Holy crap.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, don't burn the house down.
Roof is on fire.
I hope not.
Was it Retroverse as well when a building was on fire near me? Or was that Tranquil Sea?
I don't remember that, so it's probably Triple C.
Because like
No, I don't
they heard like the they heard like the trucks going by and everything on here. So
Yeah, wasn't that church down the street or something?
yeah, that was the church. I still don't know what exactly happened, but I guess it wasn't too bad. All right, so you are up to the door.
All right. So with everyone at the ready,
Hmm?
are you going to ready any actions in case something happens?
Yes. If there's any baddies in there, I'm casting suggestions.
Okay.
Kev?
Anything aggressive comes within 5 feet. I'm gonna hit it with my axe.
Good plan.
Good plan. Then I will push open the door and get to the side of the door, like in the same action. Right.
Okay. As he quickly opens, well, as quickly as possible, opens up this stone door and like keeps himself to the side, using the door kind of as a cover. You guys see about another 5 feet in is another door, but this one isn't made of stone. It's like a steel door, and it has a number dial on it.
Okay.
Marcus is gonna go look at that thing.
It's like one of those sliding doors that like slides up, but it's like bolted itself into the ground. You know,
Okay. So I assume that dial is like a lock of some sort.
it's like a keypad.
Okay. Can I like try to like get into it and like pull some wires and whatnot? Hack in?
With the help of your Go Ranger friends, Tinker Tools, you could.
Yes.
Give her my tinkers.
Yay.
Do you want to assist?
I will assist.
Okay, give me an investigation at advantage.
Yes. Succeed.
Okay, so you're able to unscrew the lid of it and go into all the wires and stuff, and you start investigating away. There's probably about 10 different wires you could cut.
I'm bored.
The 3 ones that you narrow down to is a black wire, a blue wire, and a red wire.
Hmm.
And Verm is going to look at the one already in the corner with the keyblade.
You know, she knows she's in like error mode where she's like walking animation into the wall.
Oh.
Iska! Open the door! I forgot you can do that!
No, that's okay. Just let her forget again.
What if we blow up?
No, seriously. Let's wait for her to come back and see if she forgot.
Listen. It might be okay if you blow up, but like if I blow up, I'm just gonna blow up, okay?
You know enough from the of this hardware stuff that the worst that's going to happen is it's going to short circuit, and you just won't be able to open the door from this side.
Oh, we'll be able to open the door.
For drama's sake.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you...
Just be like, no, I'm gonna blow up. Honestly, with her luck, probably will blow up, even if she short circuits it. To get electrocuted, whatever. I can try and open it, but like, probably a better idea if we just try to open it with like the thing that opens all doors, but
Oh, all right. So she comes over and she uses the knock spell and opens it.
Yay!
I just didn't want to like get stuck here.
Yeah, I understand.
And we go through. And another locked door.
The door.
How many suddenly very alerted soldiers are on the other side of the door?
The door opens, and it
How
seems
many
to be
people
into
is
the
that?
back of a storage room,
Oh.
and it's dark.
What kind of storage?
One with like food, like rations.
Okay.
The warehouse. Whoa.
You can just hear on the other side of the storage room voices talking.
Okay.
Are they like speaking of like just common or like?
It's muffled, but it does sound like common.
Okay.
You barely make out like monsters.
Alright, I'm going to hold up a hand to stop and have Lycosa move stealthily through the area and turn the vision on.
This guy opens her mouth, and it just does the repeating thing, and then subtitle down below says, "I'm sworn to carry your burdens." ... And she just crouches.
Oh. Alright, puppers.
All the puppies want attention.
They do. They really do. Alright. So she's got a +8 modifier for stealth. And then that 20. So it's just a 20 for her stealth check.
What's Visca's there, Kevin? What?
It's an 11 dex.
Her stealth is. Oh,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
9.
Nine?
I rolled a 9.
For you,
That's +0.
okay.
She's a clunky girl.
Yeah.
What about Yos?
$11.
Okay. So you guys proceed to go into the storage room, and trying to be very stealthily. Like Verm does like this perfect like action movie hanging on the side of the wall, and then he like turns around the corner and does like a front roll, and he's behind cover, and he like peeks over, and he like does another roll, and he's over on the wall, completely silent. You don't hear a thing.
Thank you for making that way more awesome.
The you rolled high.
No, that was my spider. I haven't even rolled yet.
Oh, okay. Your spider
I was thinking
comically,
scout.
your spider comically enough does the exact same thing then.
That's even better.
Okay, now Verm roll.
Like really low to the ground with all his legs spread out, just like.
And then like backing up against the crate, right? 2 legs down, 6 legs out.
Yes.
Love it.
What did Verm get that?
All right, hold on a second. All right. That's 16.
Okay, you follow suit. You're still pretty quiet. What did Hertz get again?
I got a nat 20.
Wow. Maybe she's the one that did all the flips and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. Like a ninja.
Her and the spider were just doing like synchronized flipping.
Yeah. We get each other.
You didn't think it was possible, but she actually does turn like a dial on one of her watches, and all the lights and stuff just didn't like turn off.
Yeah.
On her super glowy body.
Nice.
I mean, mostly she's wearing black, so she would blend in into like dark environments if she doesn't have her Tron lights on.
I was just thinking by default you always have like the Tron lights on your clothing, but
That's
you
true.
just turn it off for this.
Yeah.
You 3 get in there just fine. I'll say Sir Barkslot gets in there just fine. This guy goes in with your steel toe boots. You immediately hear a clang as her boot hits the steel floor.
Damn it.
And you had just enough time to like get close enough to the door that you hear like, "Oh man, how long do we have to be locked up in here?" I don't know. Rocket Gang said, and then clang. Hey, did you hear that?
No.
Might be another one of those big rats in the storage room again. Oh, maybe it's one of those thunder bunnies we're looking for. As they go to open the door, what do you guys do?
So is this the door behind us that we came through, or is this the door ahead of us?
This is the door ahead.
Okay.
You clearly hear them walking towards the door.
All right. Lycosa is going to skitter up the wall and take post, like literally right above the door frame. So when they open the door, they're going to walk like she could drop on them and make the attack pounce.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So that's her hiding spot for her ambush feature. Verm is going to what kind of cover do we have close to the doorway?
You have lots covering here. There's a lot of crates and stuff, so you could get like within that 5-foot square of the door and be in cover.
Okay. All right. I'll take the side behind the door, to the side of the door that the hinge would have it open out to. So when the door opens, I'm behind it.
Okay. Like it's fairly cramped in here, but there are like very clear multiple narrow pathways you can go through. So it's not like you're completely blocked in here.
All right. So, okay. And then he's going to ready his morph weapon into a hammer.
Okay. Perfect timing. Is everything all right?
Yeah. It looks like a tree branch fell across the wires, and BG&E, the electric company, hasn't made it out here yet to fix it. So the fire department is basically just standing there, putting out the small fires on the branches and shit that's lighting.
Oh, jeez.
Because they can't put water directly on it because it's a power wire. So, yeah, and then I went and I mentioned it to our neighbor Sammy to talk my damn ear off.
Well, I know what will happen if you guys suddenly go offline. Your power company is just like, we're just going to shut off everything.
Thankfully, they're on a different power breaker than we are.
Oh,
Because
thank
last
goodness.
time the power went out, theirs went out and ours was on. So hopefully we're fine.
Oh, they went out like a week ago. Now they're gonna turn them back off.
Poor neighbors.
Okay, so to catch you up on the situation.
Is it the next day yet?
Yes. Verm opened up that secret door he found. Then it led to another like seal door, like one of those vault doors that like opens and closes from the top. And it had like a number keypad. And Hertz was going through the keypad and was going through there were like 3 different wires that she narrowed down to that could open it. And she didn't want to blow up. And everybody looked at Visca, who's in bot mode, and she used her keyblade and opened the door.
Oh.
We always forget about that.
Yeah.
And then it was a storage room, and you could hear people on the other side of the storage room, and everybody was going to sneak in, and Visca rolled 9 total on her stealth.
Yep, that sounds about right.
So they went, what was that?
Ooh, I got an idea. Okay, so before they open,
Uh-huh.
pull out my deck and throw a card down while we all back away.
Oh, yeah. That's smart.
What is it?
My deck of illusion.
What do we have today?
Yeah, what would you draw?
10 of diamonds? 10 of diamonds.
Let me get it back up.
In other news, our dog is a good boy because he didn't just bug the shit out of me because of the because he had pee. It was because of the smoke. Because he immediately started heading there.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Very good boy.
Okay,
And now
I
I'm
literally just said you were good.
He's like, that's an excuse for me to be bad now. I can get away with it. I joke. Let's see. No, not deck of many things. Definitely don't need that one right now.
We want the campaign to end.
That is actually one of the cards that is not in this deck. So could you draw again?
Why would they have a deck thingy with not all
Wait,
the decks?
Isn't this the one with
Wait, I
diamond
super brain farted. That was a 10 of diamonds, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why. This was really stupid. I thought it was an 11, even though that's not even possible.
Yeah.
I was like, everything diamonds. I don't see it.
That would
Okay.
be the Jack of Diamonds.
Yeah, exactly. But that's why I'm like, wow, I'm stupid. So
There's 10 of Diamonds.
10 of diamonds pulls up.
is still nothing.
Okay. So where do you throw it specifically? Like at the door or?
About a foot away from the door. So when the illusion appears, kind of looks like a guy or whatever it's going to be was attempting to open the door.
Okay.
As the door opens,
Yep. That's how the doors sound. So that's perfect. The
Nice.
He goes, holy guacamole! As this fire giant appears, and he's very uncomfortably, like, almost laying down in this room. And he just snarls at the guard, and he just immediately closes the door. And he's like, holy crap, we got him dead! We got him dead! And they both start running away, panicking. The giant's hair is it's just fire, and it has this black ebony skin, and it looks at all you and snarls.
Oh my god.
Can I reach through the illusion and
Yeah,
open the door again?
yes.
I would like to open the door and blast it with my laser eyes, hopefully making it look like it's coming through the illusion.
What are you blasting?
I guess the first thing I see.
Okay, so as you peek your head around, you just catch the back end of this guy. It seems to be wearing a very almost military-esque black uniform, and he's got like a black beret on, but it's got like a formal collar and stuff, and coattails, and he appears to be one of the 2 guys that was talking outside this door as he's running away. Do you shoot at him or shoot him or what?
Do we think these guys are enemies?
You know, I'm having flashbacks to another time where a group of waffles tried to get into a giant fort.
Oh, and that one did have fire giants in it. The
Oh shit!
What a
I actually know what
coinkydink.
you're talking about.
the
That's an episode I have seen.
Give me an intelligence check for this one.
Me or?
This guy. This is remembering something that's already happened.
Ooh.
But it was a while ago. 14. Didn't you see these guys in a video game before?
Ah.
Did we fight them in the fighty game?
Yeah, was that the
You-
Mortal
you-
Kombat?
you're like-
Definitely not Mortal
As you
Kombat.
think about it for a second, and he clearly gets out of view. I'll assume you didn't want to
No.
fire anyway. After seeing what they were, it was you recognized it as looking like one of the dudes that had a creature that fought Yost Zord when you guys were in the video game. I think it was called Neo Bandit Attack.
Oh, I creamed him.
Yeah.
He was like corn.
Oh, I remember that. That was my first time passing out.
Yeah, the guy fighting you.
Yeah, like
Souped up.
And
yeah.
I think I passed out that time too. Did you?
No, I won.
You might have been the only guy that didn't pass out.
She wasn't here to hear the chit chat as they were walking towards the corridor, so she didn't overhear what they were talking about.
Oh yeah, I didn't know whether they're enemies or not.
No, but you definitely recognize
talking
them
about
from that
You're
video
looking
game.
to hunt down Thunder Bunnies.
Oh, okay. Yep, okay. Well, my character would know that, so it fits. I think he finally got bored and annoyed with me.
You've heard of them? They're called the Rocket Clan.
He's just laying in bed, staring at me sadly.
They are
No, Trezo.
monsters of the true sense of the word. From what you know, apparently they're really greedy and like kidnapping monsters and then selling them for money.
Oh,
Pocket
no.
monsters.
Hey, so our stealthy peeps. Do you want to try and move your fire giant buddy further along, and they'll sneak behind him?
You hear now the doors open through the hallway, just very faintly, but Visca can hear it kind of well. Holy crap, guys! We need some backup. There's a freaking laser giant back there.
Oh shit!
Can you dispel this thing?
I pick up the card.
Just
I
gone.
mean, I was gonna say let it wait, let them come through the door and try and kill it, and then we kill them.
You notice it was,
But then
you noticed it was
they just
like-
think they're crazy.
it was angrily trying to punch you guys, but it couldn't. So it's just like
I'm just like, I could throw a couple down the hall.
I'm
No,
kind
what
of
I-
into that.
I agree with her. So let's make asses out of themselves.
you know
Yeah,
you
but
only
how
throw
does-
one card. You can only do one card at a time.
Oh,
How does making everyone think he's an idiot help us?
Well,
It's
if
fun.
we're distracted, we can pass right past them. Go right past them.
As you guys are talking about this, you hear a bunch of footsteps coming towards you.
I'm gonna flatten up against the wall.
yeah.
Okay, give me.
Can I try to help Visca, like, hide better?
Okay, get stealth with
I'm
advantage.
not hiding. I'm basically just putting up against the wall so they hopefully when they come through the door I can just dash them. I actually was gonna hit them with the butt of my sword because I don't know that these guys are cultists.
I keep telling you, let's not fight until we know what's going on.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Let's just, maybe knock them out and make sure they're not gonna kill us. And
You hear some creatures as well. You got maybe a round till they're here.
All right, I'm readying for the second target that comes through.
Okay.
First time I see a creature that looks like it's gonna take a swing at us, I'm gonna hit him with the butt of my sword.
Then Lycosa is going to bring out the last thing that comes in.
Yes, do you throw down another card?
What's the consensus?
I say yes.
Yes.
I don't know who this orc guy is, but I agree with him. Not all orcs are friendly, but orcs could use a friend.
It is.
Oh, it's the same card!
God damn it! Wait, did you?
You didn't
fuck that
shuffle,
up?
did you?
I shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I can't trust you.
He
Why
accidentally
did you
pulled
get
his
the
sister card.
exact same card then?
You look at his deck, is all 10s diamonds. Magic trick.
Fuck you, man! No, give me the card.
I told you Aya last session, Kevin is definitely going to pick the Magic Girl Power Ranger. And he's going to be like Tuxedo Mask, I'm thinking. He's going to have like his cards Hmm.
That's fine.
It's a 5. That's a 10.
No, but seriously though, did you?
I did draw a 10, but
Was it
Katrina doesn't
completely
trust me.
random?
No,
Okay.
no, let Katrina draw.
Okay. She draws it. Oh, that was close. That was close. Okay.
I would have loved
It's the
so
7
hard.
of diamonds.
I was about to say we're like an hour in, and I would have already had a clip for the week. There it is.
Somebody thinks it's funny also.
Teresa agrees.
Is there?
Mine literally heard me say another dog's name and woke up to glare at me and then went back to sleep.
Oh, he's a jealous boy.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, he is.
This one for sure isn't on there. The cards that are on there are Ace, out of the 4 groups. Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 10, 9, 8, and 2.
Oh, cool, because the next one is...
I don't know why, but... What is that one?
It's fucking stupid. 9 of spades.
9 of spades. Okay. A
Drawing cards.
big green creature appears in front of you. It has like big claws and a big warty nose, and he's got like this moppy, swampy hair.
Is that a troll?
You immediately recognize it. You immediately recognize it as a troll, and it's just like really hunched over, and he's like,
Your mom sucked last night.
looks back at you and just goes to walk out with its walks like a not a sapien, would that be sapien? The gorilla walk where you got like the knuckles down.
Simian?
The knuckle.
Is
That's
that
the one.
would that be
Simian.
simian?
Simian.
Simian. Okay, so
Sapien means
Sapiens.
he's intelligent.
I mean, he's also probably that.
Not true.
the
I don't know. Did he get archery?
but he goes to walk into the hallway, and you hear a screech noise at the end of the hallway as he looks over to his right of some bat-like creature. Let's see what he can do. Oh, you have to command it. Okay, so it's just standing there, this troll. What do you command it to do? You don't have to say it verbally. You just no action.
Recommended to run out at them going.
You know it. As long as you're within 120 feet of it, it will be there.
Damn, that range is great.
But you can't give it any more commands unless you're within 30 feet. So
Oh, okay.
okay, so
He
you go.
just runs
He
to
goes.
a wall and vanishes.
And he goes to run down the hallway, and you hear a horrible voice. And I don't think any of you speak Infernal.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, we do not speak Infernal.
I speak infernal.
You speak Infernal?
It's for the heavy metal.
I knew one of my characters spoke infernal, and then I was like, that's her.
you hear. That's no giant. Easy meat.
He's neat?
What the? As you hear some more movement outside.
Guys, they're smarter than we thought they are.
Roll initiatives. Oh my god, it got in that 20. This is an illusion. You hear an Infernal.
No!
Hey cat. Hey cat butt.
That's
I
Hello.
also got a 7.
I got 19.
14.
Hey, Kev, what's your dex mod?
3. Wait.
2.
Sorry,
Did it go up?
I needed to get the document up for initiatives. So, what were they again? I'm sorry. You guys had 7s, and of course the enemies got 7. So, yeah. And of course it has the same dex as yours. So,
And Burl, apparently.
Use the good dice.
Verm is slightly better dex, so he's the greater, and the greatest of the graders, I guess. It's a 3-way tie. And Yo's, just give me a straight d20 roll.
16.
You got a nat 1. So that works out. What was Viscous?
14.
Ooh, okay. One more than last battle. I still have them up from last battle. Hurts, what did you get?
19.
Nice. Okay. The troll will go on Ghost's turn. When it doesn't take any actions, you can just tell it to do whatever you want.
Does it work like a real thing, or is it just?
It behaves
It's just an
like a real
illusion.
one, but it's like a hologram essentially.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it
it's a
can't hurt anyone.
hollow deck.
It's just like the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, where it like makes noises and stuff, and it can move, but it can't actually physically interact with anything. Unlike my
Is it
cat
actually
here.
called a holodeck?
No,
Yes.
it's Deck of Illusions.
Yes. No, it is now.
Oh,
We
okay,
named it.
okay,
named it.
okay,
Yeah, it's the Retroverse skin.
okay.
Yeah.
That works.
That's why I picked this specific kind.
We thought it was the most retro looking cards. Which, like, straight up, he has a paper box that you get, like, delivered to an office filled with cards at this point.
Look,
You might have a problem there.
Okay,
Yeah.
Look at the last thing he collected.
so Hurts, it's your turn.
bodies.
Okay.
You hear this infernal speaking creature outside.
Oh boy.
It seems to have realized that it is a ruse.
I'll turn to my compatriots. There is something that speaks Infernal, and unless it went to school with me, it probably is some sort of demon.
Devil.
So,
Devil.
I have questions. But then I'm going to draw my sword at that point, and I'm not so much thinking about hitting it with the butt. If it's speaking Infernal, I'm not thinking it's a good.
Everyone has general knowledge of demons and devils. They're horrible, nasty creatures. But
I am terribly
Very big in
sorry.
politics.
Aya doesn't know the difference between devils and demons.
You don't have proficiency in religion, right?
I don't.
Yeah, then
That would be weird.
you're like they're evil creatures. That's pretty much all you really know about them.
It's fine. I speak Infernal, but like I don't know the difference. It's all good.
The tieflings speak infernal, so that's probably why you learned it, because there are tieflings in your world.
That's true.
Like they say for Eberron, I will say for Retroverse. Everything that's in D&D is in Retroverse.
Okay. And then I'm gonna. I'm just trying to look.
You
Yeah,
got
I'll cast greater invisibility on myself.
okay.
Nice.
You're about 10 feet from the door.
I'm making
Movement-wise.
sure that I'm right next to Hertz.
I'm gonna yeah. So I'm gonna turn invisible and I'm gonna go out the door to see what's going
Never mind.
on.
What was your stealth again? Do you remember?
It was a nat 20.
That's right. Okay, cool.
And now I'm invisible, so like, what, in the mid-30s?
You go
I
to
think
stand
they
next to
have-
Hertz, and you think she teleported.
I think you have advantage and they have disadvantage, basically. And then even if they hear you, they've probably got like a disadvantage to hit you or something
Pretty
unless
much.
they can see you.
Well, it's greater invisibility, so I don't think they can hear me.
To perceive her, they would have to use their other senses. And since her
I
stealth was so high, she's negated it, at least for
Yeah.
now.
I thought greater invisibility just meant that it lasts after you cast a spell or hit somebody. It doesn't make you more invisible.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
I
just...
mean, it should, considering the name.
Theoretically, yeah, but
As you move outside, you see the troll just swiping blindly at this maybe gnome-sized flying creature that has spines all over it. It's got wings, and they're all spined, and it has a weird like trident fork thing, and it has a long spiky tail, and it looks like it just like seems to be ignoring the troll now as the troll's just
Sounds
like
like
trying
our
to swipe at it.
math teacher.
And it seems to be flying down towards the room that you guys are in.
Okay. Can I like pass it? Go around it?
That's flying. You
with
probably
your
go under it.
with your acrobatics and your nat 20 on your stealth, you're able to get past it if you want.
Okay, I'll go past it, and I'll make like
You like
start make like
you
I
like
don't know.
limbo underneath it.
Is there like boxes or something in this hallway, or is it just like real clean and stuff?
It looks like it keeps going straight, or you could take a right, which seems like that's where it came from.
Okay.
As you get to that turn, you see 3 of these people. They got like this black formal clothing, but they all have a black beret on. 1 chick, 2 guys, and
Does
one
it
one in front. One in front has like 2 badges on him, and you're assuming he's the one that maybe controls this spined devil-like creature, and he seems to be ahead, and the other 2 seem like lower rank because they only have 1 badge each, and you see behind them. Actually, give me a perception check. You see one of those like little kobold guys, but unlike the biker gang ones that you encountered before, this one seems a little more low tech. It has a weird-looking shield and a makeshift spear, and it's like really far back behind them. You're not sure why it has such a distance behind them, but it seems to be following those 2.
So like they're like going to investigate the sound. They're not just like hanging out in this hallway.
Nah, they're like running. They're currently like running because since we're at turn-based now, it's just like you're seeing them in the middle of the action of like jogging, I guess, not full-on sprint.
Okay, so I'm not gonna do anything right now
Mm-hmm.
because I can't do anything else. But like I'll if they like yeah, get back to me after they do things. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, so greater invisibility was an action, right?
Yeah, and then I moved. So
And then you moved.
You
I
have a
took all my
bonus action, but
I can't
unless
really
you
do
have-
anything.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Visca,
There
it's
you
your turn.
I'm
Hertz just
gonna-
disappeared.
which side of the doorway are you 2 on? You on the same side? Which one do you want to be?
I'm behind the door, like the direction of the hinge.
I mean, guess the opposite side.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna wait until something comes out the doorway, because for all I know, Hertz is still standing next to me, invisible. And as soon as something comes through the doorway, I'm gonna hit it.
Okay, are you using your keyblade or which weapon?
I am using
'Cause
the
you got a lot.
keyblade, but I currently have the shield and the keyblade out.
Okay.
And if it looks like it's going to hit somebody, then I'm gonna attack it.
Okay. Verm?
Because I'm not 100% sure that these guys are evil cultists right now.
It is now Verm's turn as you hear this infernal voice.
All right, he's going to tighten his grip on the warhammer and go to the 2-handed configuration.
Okay.
And ready in action. He's going to wait for. He's going to wait for the 3rd individual, if that, to come back. Otherwise, the last one to come back. So, 1, and then 2, and then 3.
Wait for everybody to leave and then hit the last guy.
It'd be
Well, no, the last guy is for Lycosa.
Oh.
really funny or sad if like Hertz walked through and you all attacked her.
I have a
Now!
That's why I specified the first thing that comes out of that door that attacks us.
And I'm going to make just a quick gesture before I do the grip shift to Yas, and I'm going to signal him to do his psychic flare when the party has, or when the NA group has all come out.
How do you signal that? Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Alright.
Flaring face fins.
Since Yost has such a low wisdom, give me an insight check.
Oh no!
Now 20.
Hey!
Hey, you know exactly what he was trying to tell you to do.
This is basic Power Ranger sign language. Everybody knows it.
Hit him on both jugulars that he somehow has and just spurt blood? What?
Yeah, Visca's confused. She doesn't understand now. She's like, I'm not gonna waste my 2 arms just to behead the next thing that comes out of the room.
I guess I'm waiting for them to get.
Insight, I guess.
With that nat 20 insight, you get Verm's plan completely. Do you follow that plan?
It's red.
I mean, that's colorist, but okay.
Let's clear this right now. He's a Crimson Ranger. They have the autonomy to run alone. They don't take a leadership role necessarily. Like that's not a given.
Red.
And let's not mention that there's been plenty of times that.
I like to imagine with the nat 20 insight, like you sign him to do a command, and then he signs back, like, well, since you're red, I'm going to do it. And then you sign back, actually, I am a crimson. And like you guys are having like this big, complex conversation and
I
sign.
don't care if you're blood orange, you're still red.
Oh, I just actually him. I'm suck.
Yeah, Visca's just like, why did this suddenly turn into a sitcom? I thought it
This
was
is the second D&D session now that I've seen with sign language this week.
Oh. We are super inclusive here.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Okay, so...
The only thing I remember is how to curse in sign language.
This is fire.
I don't even remember what it means. I just remember it's rude.
Fire. Super hot fire. Anyway, so, as you guys are signing away, and you guys got your plan at the door, this flying creature, it continues flying towards the door, and it gets to the door, and you guys can now visibly see a flying, maybe, it's without its wings, maybe 2 foot tall creature, but it's flying, so it's like up at your level. These large spiky wings, like a spiky looking 2-pronged fork thing, spiky tail, just lots of spikes all over this flying creature. And it goes to fly into the room, and it looks like it's going to look around, like it's doing the guard in like a stealth video game where it's like looking around, and it gets to the door. Do you guys?
I'm waiting until it looks like it's gonna hurt a friend, and then I'm gonna smash it.
The Go Rangers.
Holding.
Okay. It has little beady orange eyes. Okay.
Yeah, it's up to you. Do you do it when something comes out or when something's threatening?
Was the plan for them all to come in?
Yeah, I think so.
Flash?
Yeah.
Somehow it doesn't notice you guys. You guys like as it goes to look over, you guys like just in time, like duck under.
It's just
crates
like
and
that.
stuff.
It's just like that cartoonish thing where we flatten up against the door and they just walk through without looking through their peripheral vision at all.
One of you is like hiding underneath on the side of a crate and like leans over top of you and looks around but doesn't look down,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like that kind of thing.
They hide behind a conveniently shaped lamp.
Mm-hmm.
It starts to drool and like basically you just see like this drool line just and go back up to its mouth.
Well, now I want to kill it.
And then that's what it's doing. It's right, I'll say it's right over top of you, but it has yet to see any of you.
I just want to see her hand shoot up and grab it by the neck and yank it down.
It seems like it has a humanoid shape, but it seems to have taken its legs and like curled them up like it's in a ball. But its arms are just dangling down, and one of them is holding a like spear with 2-pronged fork in the end.
Do you happen to have reference art of these?
Yes, I do. It's the official.
I don't think he wanted to show it to us quite yet because he didn't want to reveal exactly what it is.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
Like it's one of those things where you see the picture and then everybody who's read the monster manual immediately knows what it is.
Well, I mean, I did say it was very devilish and it was very spiky, so yeah. That narrows it down quite a lot. These gangsters or whatever start to head up to the door, and the one with 2 badges gets to the door, and he says some stuff you guys don't understand, but Hertz hears in Infernal. Where's the giant? Did you get rid of it? So you guys are just hearing like, oh God, don't.
Did they just walk past the troll?
Hertz, you notice that the
One of them figured out as an illusion.
you notice that the spine devil like flipped the cart over with its wing, just like gust of wind and just turned off.
Oh, okay.
And it replies back, and you guys hear kind of loud because it's shouting through the door to its master. No, there appears to be trickery afoot. Well, actually, you guys hear, Scott, you got it, old chick.
I love how it just sounds German.
I had no idea Scotty could speak Infernal.
I don't know if that's like subconsciously racist or what. I was just like, what would like a devil sound like? So I don't know. Yeah, that's dangerous territory there.
Yeah.
Well, it's just that hard consonant sort of sound.
Yeah. To be fair, that's my voice for like anything that has like an evil language you don't understand, I guess. So, an evil giant appears. Oh, an evil kitten appears.
That sounds adorable.
Meow.
That's right.
It's just like a lich permanently transformed into a kitten.
You guys hear like little brisk, fast breathing. Like, as Hertz, you see this little dragonoid creature, kobold, just like go past you, and the owner is the female with the 1 badge, and she says to it in Draconic, "Go help on the search." It's like, and it's just off into the room.
Okay, that I understood.
And the rest of them go past you. As they do,
I told you guys it's fine.
as they do,
You're
because
like, no, we have to fight it.
I got 50 books open.
We need a plan, and they're like, nope, just run right past them.
Like, you just hide, and they'll be fine. Guys.
Give me a concentration check first. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
That's not good. Okay, hold on.
Was it under 10?
Is it con?
Yeah.
Yep. Do you have Wordcaster yet?
No.
Oh, you didn't take that one yet.
I got a 9.
Okay.
How about invisibility?
I actually got, I made my con higher. So.
Yeah, but you still got a 9.
I have a 10 con now, but like I did get a 9. Yes, that's correct.
You immediately feel like you're underwater, but it's like thick water, and you're like, and you can't breathe, and all of a sudden you just feel like acidic burning as you take 5 acid damage, and the invisibility turns
that's
off.
not so bad.
And the invisibility wears off?
Yeah. You're not sure what happened. It's really hard to move in
That's a
here.
second or third level spell, isn't it?
Well, no, that's a... Yeah, it's a 4th level.
Jesus Christ, really?
Great invisibility.
Concentration's really important for spellcasters.
Cool.
How much is 5 damage?
You took 5 acid, yeah.
Okay.
You go to scream, and you don't make any noise.
Oh boy. Okay.
You're not sure what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like on their turn.
Mm-hmm.
The cultist in the back immediately turns around and looks at you, and it looks like everything's like in water. You notice like the light seems to diffract and stuff, and it's kind of all wavy all around you now. Your clothes actually start to deteriorate from the acid damage.
My.
Yeah.
No.
Now, granted, it's probably the cold water. The cold water clothes, the cold weather clothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with like
Why?
Sean and have like you guys got some nice retro brand PJs that like if somehow you lose all your clothes, there's this nice pair of like a onesie PJ that just never.
Considering
It's
what
me and all
Rex
damage.
usually wears, this is like an upgrade.
The that one in the back turns around and you guys hear from in the room. Well, what do we got here? And Hertz here's like.
Is that what language was that in?
Common.
And it's addressing me.
And that is their turn. Hertz, your turn.
Okay, can I do stuff? Am I still like drowning?
What do you attempt to do?
If I were to like cast a spell or something, can I do that?
Yeah, you could try.
Okay. I'm going to Careless Whisper.
Are the guy out there?
Yeah.
Okay. For the folks at home, I hashtag humblebrag wrote this myself, but it was due to someone on Twitter coming up with the spell idea, but I made it for 5th edition. So I believe it is a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yes.
Alright. So let's see their wisdom, bandit wisdom. Let's see here. Oh my god. Oops. Oh, I accidentally turned the dice. 4?
4, no.
Okay. You guys hear smooth jazz outside. That exact song.
They're just jamming out like a pro.
And Jeremy, Jeremy, what the? It's like the music's playing, and Hertz, he's doing like the whole like doing the wiggle body thing and he has like this spectral saxophone, and his eyes are the only thing that reveal his true nature of like horror as he's unable to control his body and is not sure what's going on. As he's just like everything else about him is just like smooth jazz playing saxophone. Okay. There's
also any humanoids in 30 feet of it. So are they anybody in 30 feet?
Shit.
You?
I'll say one of them's within line of sight. I think as a first level spell, I gotta limit that at least a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
So
Yeah.
the other one passes though. The chick did.
Damn it.
I assume she did. What's your DC?
14.
Yeah, she got 16. So, yeah.
Am I still drowning? Can I do something about that?
Do you use your move action at all, or because you used your action to cast Careless Whisper?
Yeah, I'll go up real if I can, I'll get close to it.
Closer to the saxophone player?
Yeah.
Who's technically yeah, that's the exact motion he's doing. Give me a strength saving throw.
Oh no.
It's an 8.
You attempt to move. You feel like you're in like some solid object of some kind, and you just can't force your way through it.
Oh my god! No, not again. Why is this always
Hertz is in a glass case of emotion.
Oh god, that rolled a lot worse. As you take 16 acid damage.
Good! Fantastic! Fabulous!
And her PJs are starting to appear underneath her clothes. That seem to be made of they seem to be made from Tiamat brand, so they're immune to all this elemental damage. All right. On that note, this guy.
Here's the fact
there's
that
a person
Hurst is
at the
casting
door.
Spells. I'm gonna turn around and look and see what I see. I see a person at the door.
You got this spine devil creature right above you as you're hiding at this crate. I'll say you were able to see the person at the door that seemed to be talking to it had turned around and is facing away from you guys, checking out this weird music going on in the hallway that you can just easily assume is hers.
I heard her yell in pain, right?
No.
Damn. I thought that first time we did.
Nope. Like I said, she screamed, but there was no noise.
Now, remind me, did she go down the side corridor?
You don't know. She went invisible and was gone.
Oh, right. Okay.
She wouldn't have cast it unless we were fighting. I'm gonna try and put my sword straight through the chin of this spine devil thing.
Yeah, better not be a chain devil. Oh, God. Okay, so roll the hit. Chain devil's going to get really kinky really fast.
Oh, that's super good. That's a 26.
Oh, yeah, that is.
And do I want to spend something? Oh, fuck it, I'm fully healed. Yeah, I'm gonna send this thing back to hell.
As you swing your keyblade, like white text appears for you that only you can see, and it seems to be like echoing in on itself over and over again. There's no noise, it's just like that word, and it just says darkness, ... as you swing at this devil.
Christian, is this thing corrupted?
You've heard of demons and devils before. They aren't corrupted. That's completely different.
I just wanted to make sure, because it does more if it's a corrupted thing. Cool. And my sword is set to radiant.
Okay.
Well, I'll use my bonus action to set it to radiant before I stab it in the face.
Stab the face in the face. It just zooms in on his forehead, and there's like another face that you hit.
That would be 25 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then
It goes to turn around at the same time as its master does, and you take that opportunity to strike. And I'll say it was so quick and swift on it that you're able to hit it and pull it down without anyone noticing. It's dead.
It's dead?
Yeah.
Cool. If I can, I'm going to peek around wherever it is I'm hiding to see if I can see Hurts at all.
As it hits the ground, it puffs into black smoke that smells of brimstone. It's gone. And you, including its weapon. And you go to peek up, and all you see is this guy in the formal outfit with the beret, and he's got 2 badges on him. And he's looking away from you.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna duck back down then.
He was looking towards the right side of the door. Like if you face the door, he's looking at the right side of the hallway.
Okay, if I can look down that hallway, I will. If not, then I'll just head there next round.
You'd have to get out of cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's all I got. Yep.
Okay. Verm, you hear some smooth jazz. And you heard some very swift assassination. Like a...
Okay.
We were all looking. He probably saw me just instantly slaughter this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are going to hear a very dirty word in Draconic whispered under his breath. And he is going to pop out around the door frame, like a kind of catty corner. So he ends up behind the space of the guy facing down the hallway. And the tip of his helmet is going to light up really brilliantly, and he is going to throw his laser breath weapon down the hallway.
There's a guy at the door.
Right, so he's going to be the first target, and then the 30 feet line down the hallway through him.
Okay, as you go to peek your head out there, and before you go to set it off, you see Hurts in the line.
Oh, well, in that case,
You see her, you see another person in the same uniform, but she's female and has 1 badge instead of 2. And you see another one, a male with 1 badge, and he has his spectral saxophone, and he's just going at it.
Does Hurts just look like Hurts right now, or does she look like Hurts in a glass bottle?
Verm, give me a perception check.
Okie dokie, that I can do. It's going to be 14.
You're not sure why she's not moving, but she definitely looks distressed.
Okay. All right. Then that's going to change my attack plan a little bit.
Yeah.
He's still going to pop out from behind cover, but he is actually going to send his hammer down over the back of this guy's head. He hasn't had a chance to shift yet.
Okay.
So we're going to clock him twice in the back of the skull.
All right, roll the hit.
Assuming that the first surprise. Does he get advantage for hitting him in the back? Does he get surprised?
They haven't not noticed you yet, so I'll say you do have advantage. I should have gave this guy, but she already hit it, so and KO'd.
I rolled a 17. I don't know if I could have rolled better than that anyway.
You could have crit.
No, that was-
I don't know.
That was pretty solid.
Still dead.
All right, so that first one's going to be a 17.
17. 70 hits? No, I'm kidding. 17, yeah, it is.
17 to hit.
Mhm.
Okay, and all right, the second one would be a 21 to hit.
Yep, both hit.
What are you using?
The Warhammer in two-handed configuration.
Mm.
So that's D10s.
Oh, that's right. You have multi-attack.
Oh yeah, follow Jesse's Twitter. Backchan, it's an overlay. Lewis made him some really awesome art for his character with the hammer. If you guys want to see it.
It looks really good.
Oh, there you go.
There it is.
I know he gave you permission, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, that's going to be 14 on the first hit
Okay.
and 9 on the second hit.
Boom. First one almost kills him. Second one kills him.
Yeah. All right.
I'll say like the first one you like broke his leg as you hit like the inside of his knee, and then the second one finished him off on the head or something.
And
Alright.
this was the guy with 2 badges.
Yep.
All right, and I'm gonna, with the rest of my action,
Oh.
look at the move. I'm gonna attempt to drag his corpse out of the hallway and get clear of the space so Yost can get in.
You also not you guys have been in this combat long enough. I should mention they're all elves.
Okay, so he'll be extra light. This will be easy.
Okay.
Yeah. So you boom, he's dead. All right.
All right, and so I'm gonna muscle his corpse out of the line of combat of the hallway so Yost can get a clear shot in.
Okay.
And my spider is going to not move this turn.
I mean, it's a whole way. I'm pretty sure we could just step over him.
All right. Yost, it is your turn.
So, what remains?
From what you can see, Verm went out and hit the guy that was at the doorway, and Visca took care of this flying devil creature that flew in here. But you did hear a bunch of ruckus out in the hallway, and Verm moved out to attack. So
Move into the hallway.
okay,
What do I see of
give me-
this
give me
ruckus?
give me a perception check. I'm sorry, just because it's wisdom score.
Did you get a 1?
No, but I don't see shit.
I think he may or may not know what's going on in the meta. You know, no big deal.
Yeah, I got a 5.
Oh damn. Okay,
Well,
so
like,
you
you
see,
can still clearly see stuff down the hall. You just don't
you
necessarily
see,
understand.
you see, female who's wearing like the same outfit as that leader guy was, and she's got a black beret on, elf, and she looks like she's going to be going over towards her companion that's right next to her, and he has this very ghostly looking saxophone, and he just seems to be dancing and playing his music. You're not sure why.
Especially because we've never seen Hertz use this spell before.
Yeah.
Also, there's Hertz.
Oh yeah, and you see her standing on the other side of the guy with the saxophone.
Looking distressed, but not moving.
When I say standing, I mean like she looks like she's trying to move forward and she can't.
Huh. I run up and try to kill the lady.
Okay, she has not seen you yet, so roll with advantage. Oh yeah, there's a little kobold guy too. He immediately
Not
spotted
long.
you because he was looking this way. My bad.
Alright, so-
I totally forgot about the little guy.
There's Kobold, the lady, and
He's
the saxophone.
nice. Yeah. Those are the enemies you see. The kobold's the closest. It
Ow.
sees you and it's like beep.
Swing and see if I can take him out.
Okay.
Still advantage?
Yep. You surprised him.
I hit.
Okay. Yeah. I'll assume you got really high.
26.
Yeah, you hit. He is wearing armor and a shield, though.
16 damage on one hit.
Okay.
You saw
Cat. That was my cat. In case you saw that.
Just see the sheet in the background just wiggle.
If he does that again, it'll probably knock it over. So I hope he doesn't do it again. The 17 also hits.
No, that's my damage.
Oh, yeah. You get him pretty good in the chest.
Still up?
Yep.
So, second swing. Ooh, this one could potentially miss. 18?
18 hits.
No, only 10 damage.
It's enough to kill him.
Yay.
There you go, buddy.
The first hit, and he's like, eh! Like you guys just see like barely on screen on the lower part of the screen, like this little kobold hand reaching up, and then as he just casually lumberjacks it.
I'm fucking murdering a Charmander.
I'm a lumberjack, and that's okay.
Yeah, I was pretty sure you said you were lumberjacking before. So it was just do. So that's your. You still have a little bit of move left if you want. It was like 20. It was maybe 15 feet to move out to here.
Yeah, I guess I move closer to Jasmine and Lady.
Okay.
Sorry.
Now it is their turn. Saxophone guy gets a wisdom save. And definitely fails. As he seems to play louder. So,
Grace gets emotionally feel from this, like, you're trapped in here with me.
laughter immediately goes like, ha ha, ah! As you take 10 acid damage.
Oh, fuck balls!
Yeah. 10?
Yes.
Okay.
You're still conscious though, right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
But, like, if I get hit again, I probably...
And she's like, what's wrong with you? Oh, shit! And she turns around and sees Yos. And she goes to do she has just enough time to try to do a roundhouse kick on you.
On who?
Yos. Oh, that was fudged. Or whatever they say in Critical Role. What do they say?
Cocked.
Cocked. It was cocked. Pretty sure a 12 misses.
Yes.
You easily duck underneath it. She does a reverse roundhouse kick. And that is their turn. So it's back to Hertz. Hertz, give me a concentration check.
I'm not... Okay. Is the...
Careless Whisper is still
is
going.
it concentration?
Yeah.
I have 19.
Okay, you keep it going.
I'm just so mad. It's just like, if I'm trapped, you'll be trapped too.
That didn't require an action, so what you doing?
Okay. Can I move?
Okay, give me a strength check.
12.
You just can't. And you guys just see she's just now in like PJs. Somehow her shades are fine because they're magical. They're the +1
Yeah.
shades. They are starting to deteriorate, but they're nowhere near as fast as your clothes did.
No, not my sunglasses.
You just
My
Yes, you
I
just
will be blind.
you just see Hertz, and she seems to be trying to speak, but you can't hear anything from her. And you can see she's obviously trying to get out of something. Oh, hey, Ramrod, what's up? Oh, Ramrod, thank you for trying to cheer. I don't have a Twitch partnership, so I can't take bits, but I appreciate it greatly. So, thank you for even considering giving me bits.
How's the coffee?
Ramrod, yeah, he was my top donator. I thank him greatly for that. Even though you can't give me bits, I'll consider that as 2 nat 20s. Do you want to give those nat 20s to anybody? I'll give him time to give it to you guys. Probably sooner rather than later. You might want to give it to this girl up here. She's been taking a lot of acid damage. So,
I will die in like 2 rounds.
yeah.
It's all good.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Just
Well,
a little,
I got you in a second.
just a little dead. You're still good. You're still good.
Can I try to cast a spell, or is that my turn?
If it doesn't require concentration, you can. Or if you want Careless Whisper to end, you can just cast anything.
Or can I like try to figure out what is going on with me? Like, is it like certain somebody
Give
casting
me,
the spell?
give me an Arcana check.
I'd rather do that than try to. 18.
18?
How many hostiles are still up?
I think it's just the chick.
One is, I guess one's technically incapacitated with the saxophone, so it's just the chick, not including saxophone man. Oh,
Thank
Ramrod, you're evil. He gave me a nat 20, but he did give her a nat 20 as well. Thank you, Ramrod.
Oh, he's cruel.
Thank you!
If you were in any of my campaigns, you would get a packet of shift spice. You get a crate of shift spice.
I'm sure you guys can't hear it, but the dog is snoring very loudly.
Aww. I hear him bark dreaming.
No, that's Teresa.
Oh.
That's the other one.
Yeah, we got a lot of doggos here.
Dogs.
Yeah, mine doesn't truly bark in his sleep. He just does little tiny, like, under his breath woofs. Because he won't open his mouth while he's streaming.
It is Visca's turn. There's no
Cool.
enemies in sight right now.
Wait, it's
People are running outside into the hall.
Oh, yeah, what did her Arcana check tell her?
Oh,
I got an 18.
yeah, that's pretty important. You've heard of a creature that is cube-shaped that is transparent, really hard to see. I believe it's called a gelatinous cube. You think you might be in one.
No.
That's
It is a classic creature in the manual you have for Caverns and Creatures tabletop game you have at home.
Yeah.
One nerd at school, Nigel, really likes to play it. He tried to introduce you to it, and you're just like, whatever. Nerd.
nerd.
I feel like Hertz would get down on a D&D session. I'm like, you just see Hertz like, God damn it. She's so mad.
Okay, so on my turn, as I'm running down this hallway,
Mm-hmm.
can I do a perception check to see if I can see what it is that's hurting her?
Yep. Everyone got you so far.
It's a 13.
You don't know why she's just standing there.
Okay.
She's
Visca's gonna
down to
assume-
like PJs. Like her outfit seems to have deteriorated into nothing. You're not sure what's going on.
Yeah, okay. Visca's gonna assume the same thing that Kat assumed, which is, that's a spell cast by that gonna be super dead bitch in a second. I'm gonna use my bonus action to Healing Word Hurts
Okay.
for all it'll do.
But it will still work, for sure.
Yeah. She gains 2 hit points.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's,
And then
that counts.
possible, I'm gonna stab the shit out of this woman standing in the hallway.
Yeah, she's in the middle of combat with you. You don't get the surprise anymore, but you.
It doesn't
Definitely.
matter. I rolled a 19.
Yeah,
So
I was about to say, I'm
it's a-
pretty sure you're going to cream her anyway.
that's a 27.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, fuck it. I want her to die. I'm gonna spend another 5 hit points and deal the extra damage.
This is the Keyblade?
Yes.
Okay.
It deals 1 radiant damage if that matters at all.
How much do you do with your normal attack?
Hang on, I'm doing the math now. 22, 23 with the radiant.
Okay. Like like the first Underground movie. You just like swing, and then like a second or two later, her body's just like.
Gross. Awesome.
Wait.
And then I turn around and look to Hertz, assuming that she will be free,
You
and
see-
then clearly realizing a second later she's not.
You see the saxophone guy, and he's looking at you in horror while he's playing smooth tunes on the saxophone, dancing seductively.
I just look at him and wink.
Give me-
I'm rubbing off on you.
Give me an intimidation check.
That's a 6.
Does she have advantage because he's already like?
He's trying to. He looks like he's trying to dance away from you, but he can't. He had disadvantage.
Previously aroused.
Man,
All right, so
all kinds of sexy up in
that's for you're outside. You see this dancing guy, and you see Hertz, who seems to be like some spells holding her or something. You're not sure. It seems to be like eating away at her clothes
Which
and her
you
skin.
enjoy, but you know.
and her skin. Like you see, like
You're muted.
oh, Ramrod.
Sorry, I got it now. What knowledge am I rolling for this? To figure out what that is.
You can give me another perception check or Arcana checks.
Okay. I'm going to use my mentor's knowledge feature to gain advantage on this check.
Okay.
And that's a net 20 on my advantage die.
Yay!
Okay, you know this is Gelatinous Cube. They have a lot of health, but they're very slow. They're 10 by 10 by 10. They're transparent, and you need to be very perceptive to see them. But once you, like, to be able to see their entire ness.
Okay.
And they
What
like
do I know about vulnerabilities or weaknesses or strengths or any of that?
you know, they can't. They have blind sight out to a certain distance. So essentially, if you ran away from it, you would be fine. Because after a certain
Okay.
range, it wouldn't even be able to perceive you, and it's really slow. It's only 15-foot
Alright.
move.
Okay.
But it appears to be doing what it does best, and it's eating its target.
Okay. So seeing this, he is going to command mentally his hammer to shift into its bow form,
Okay.
and he is going to move into the hallway and put 2 arrows into sections of the gelatinous cube that are clearly not occupied by Hertz. So he's going to try and make his shot hit the cube in as much as he can without actually piercing through Hertz as well.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
Okay. Well then.
Actually, no, not disadvantage. My bad. Just
No,
roll to hit.
okay. Well, I picked it up, so.
It would have been disadvantage because it's invisible, but metagame wise, it's literally the whole hallway.
Okay.
So that negates it.
So trying that again.
Good thing
You-
we didn't run past Hertz.
You
Damn.
know that from your Arcana because it's a 10-foot wide hallway, so it's 10 by 10 by 10.
Okay. All right. So the first to hit is a 10.
Okay, that
It's
is.
literally the whole hallway. How can I miss?
What's your bonus, actually?
At +6 to hit.
Okay, you just tell me your damage you do for those.
Okay. Then that's going to be. Let me roll for those.
Oh, he's sleeping. Such a sleepy boy.
He was dreaming a second ago.
All right. The first one is 7 damage,
Okay.
and the 6th one is 11.
7-11, nice. The you see your arrows like they stop glowing as they just seem to stop in midair, like they hit something in midair. And Hertz, you see these arrows, and they are quickly deteriorating. Yeah. Pew 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 pew. It is Yost's turn.
How big is the corridor, by the way?
10 foot.
Okay.
It seems to be perfectly built for this thing. Huh.
Look at that! It's like the universe put it here just to piss me off. Interesting.
I can't help it. I love this creature. It's one of the classics.
Already ran into a gelatinous
Hey,
cube.
this thing is better than the pizza cube. I'll tell you that.
That's true.
Pizza cube's worse.
fucking teeth of death.
Right, but we didn't fight the pizza cube.
No. It took the entire other team with the threaded axe legendary artifact to kill it.
Which one did we fight? The pizza slime?
You fought 2
Yeah.
pizza slimes.
Oh yeah, and they thrashed our asses.
Yeah.
That was the fight where I think I ended the fight with like 2
That's hurts right now.
So mad.
Oh, she's so bad. So bad.
So there's apparently
He was sitting right next to me, like right there.
Oh.
But he's like, "Oh shit, you're moving! I gotta get out of here."
Yep.
Got my eyes on you.
He looks like he's hunting something.
He sees this. Oh, oh.
Oh, yeah.
It's his
That's
laser.
Chorizo too.
It's his laser pointer. It's his favorite toy. I was using it as a bookmark.
He literally just looks at the laser pointer and doesn't understand what we're doing.
I was using it as bookmark, but you can hear the jingle of this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
if I
that
put that out,
really got
the dog would go nuts.
him.
Mine literally just woke up.
But
I
yeah,
can't tell if you heard that or not.
yeah, DM Kitty. He is a Hellcat. I'm just gonna say that now. He's a Hellcat.
Should make a monster after him.
Yep, totally could. Yo, Stu, this is your turn.
okay. So
Dancing saxophone guy. Dead. Everything's dead in here except for the saxophone guy and Hertz, who looks like she's dying.
Hertz is in the hallway melting, and and Verm just shot mid-air, and his arrows are now dissolving.
I'll say now that he did that and he attacked it, and there, you guys fully realize. Oh, hey, there seems you can just barely make out like the light refraction. There's this translucent cube in the middle of the hallway, and Hertz is inside it.
but I will hit it twice with my axe.
Okay, run up to it. What's your bonus?
+9.
Okay, roll for crit or crit fail.
Critical.
Nice.
Not a critical.
Okay, so for the critical, roll me just a straight d20 roll.
20.
Oh, okay, so what's your max damage?
17.
Okay, so that attack does 24.
Wow!
24?
Or
Very
34. 34.
34.
34.
So, and then 13 for the second attack damage.
Okay, you cut some big chunks out of this translucent goo.
I just imagine that there's just this gross slushing sound, but we can't actually see anything.
You hear it. You definitely hear it after that.
Yeah.
Off! So, wizard!
She's not a wizard.
Eh,
God thinks I'm a
he
wizard!
dies as fast as a wizard!
That's mean!
It's true.
Not a wizard!
Give me...
Stop getting captured in things!
Yes.
It's not my fault!
I think he's saying that, and you're like trying to respond, but you can't. So it's just... Yes, give me a strength check.
I am fucking dying. He looks so angry.
This...
I'm so mad. This is like...
I did not expect... Like, I was like, I'm gonna throw this. Okay. Did not even think of, like, wait, Hertz has been imprisoned like a bajillion times already? And was unable to talk? Nah, she won't, like, oh. Never mind.
I have no mouth and I must scream.
Pretty much. What did Ghost get?
24.
Okay. It moved forward attempting to pull you in, but you back up and get out of it.
No! Back! Back!
Meanwhile,
Hello. Bad.
Want to die! No jello!
Hertz takes 10 acid damage.
Starting to look like she's gonna, like, not be good anymore.
It is your turn.
Probably looks like she's gonna die in the next round. And I'm gonna use my nat 20 and get out of there. I'm really mad.
Do you get out towards your friends or get out on the other side?
Now towards my friends.
Okay.
Turn around and I hit it with a thunder wave.
Okay. What's the save for that?
What?
Still right next to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's a 50 cube.
Yeah, centered on you.
Okay. I'll do.
Maybe one
Position
blast it.
heal thyself.
Yeah, I mean, I can do 1+, but it has a lot of points.
No hit points.
Yeah.
This cube seems to barely be able to hold its cubey form at the moment.
Okay, I'll do 1+ then.
Okay.
And that's.
This is roll for crit. Or crit fail. I assume you got +6 or better.
Yeah, I got dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you definitely hit. I think this thing has the lowest AC out of all the monsters in the Monster Manual too.
And that's what's my +7 points of damage.
Whoa, 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 whoa. When you visibly see the ripple through it, clearly showing where it's at. It almost looks like a wall for you guys.
Give it all that whoa.
We have the lowest AC.
Do you do anything else with your move? I'll say you have like another 10 feet movement.
You're gonna hear a
Just
voice like, "You're clear."
I'll move behind. Was it Yas or Verm?
Yast was
Yas
right
is
next
closer,
to it.
Verm is further back.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move behind Yas, and I'll be like pushing him like a little closer, not like just like closer, and I'll be like, "You go get him." like go ahead, you can go get him, and I'll give him
Like, just like football butt pat.
Yeah. Smack the butt, and I'm like,
You can hear the
Get him.
sizzling of acid on her skin as it's still like softer skin.
Leaves a little acidic handprint on his butt.
There's just one like bleached handprint on his ass for forever now.
he's so mad. You get a D8, so enjoy that.
It is now Visca's turn.
Cool. This thing looks like. Since it looks like Hertz is free, I'm just gonna barrel down this hallway, and when I get a little closer, I'm dropping my shield, pulling another one, and I'm just gonna lay into this thing and hit it 2 times.
Okay, roll for crits or crit fails.
Oh, thank God, that's not a fail. However, it is. Oh shit, because it's fucking like amazing magical weapon. That's an 11.
I'll just tell you the AC 6.
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
But I have a +3 fucking weapon.
I already know what happened with crit fails with this. I don't even have a roll
You
for this.
fall into it. Like,
No.
Oh,
You throw your
fucking 2.
Hey,
Dice jail.
they both hit.
Dice jail.
I rolled a 2 twice. It's going to the dice jail.
Uh,
Fuck it, I want it to die.
if you're not one with your weapon, you just throw it into it, and it just kind of like floats inside it.
Oh no.
Yeah, like Visca hits it with her sword. And the first attack is a. Oh shit, that's really good. Hang on, math. 17.
Okay, it's dead.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
It just goes and just turns into like water. Just water fills the hallway.
I'm not gonna spend my extra hit points to deal more damage.
Okay.
And then I turn to Hertz. I'm like, hey, do we want to take a sit down? And I'm gonna like try and brush some of the acid off of her.
She's just standing there in like her freaking underwear, and she's just so mad. Like she just got this jacket.
Verma's gonna go back to the supply crates at the camp and see if there's a change of clothes in there for Hertz.
Keeping her concentration. He's still there though, yeah.
Coincidentally, you do see a blue gift box that is the same color as her hair.
Since
It's all tied up all nice.
grab that and hustle back while they finish him up.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I can get to him on my turn.
Initiative's done. Oh, no, it's not. The guy's still dancing with the saxophone.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so
I look to Yost.
He's right.
Like,
He's
if
right.
we knock him out, we can question him.
he's right next to you. You only did one attack.
Oh, I didn't realize he was right next to me.
Yeah, you have advantage. He's
I
in,
want to try and hit so that I hit him non-lethally.
okay.
Ooh, thank God for the advantage because I rolled a 1 and then a 17, so that's a 23.
Okay. I love the spell. That spell is worth it.
Yep, it's really good. It's like a more funky cool person.
Question: if I were to spend my extra thing to do more damage, do I think I could outright kill this guy?
If you state beforehand that you're doing it non-lethally, no. Unless
Okay,
you
cool.
somehow do.
Because I really want to put him down, but like I would prefer to question him.
If you do more than its total health and damage after it goes to 0, then you would kill it even if it was non-lethal. But
Massive damage.
yeah, so we'll take let's say like a goblin.
Risk it.
We'll say a goblin has 8 hit points. If you do
Yeah.
16 damage, you'll still kill it.
Okay, so 19 points of damage.
Okay, you crack him really hard on the back of his head, and he falls down. And for a second, you think he's dead, but he's not.
Okay.
You feel like that was almost a little too much.
I lean down. If I think he's gonna bleed out, then I'll spend like 1 hit point to make sure that he's not gonna bleed to death.
No, with non-lethal, it's 0 and stable.
Okay.
I forgot about his childhood, though.
Possibly, but
You smited the childhood out of his memory.
I smited his good memories away.
You
Now
did.
he's even worse.
It was a nostalgic smite. If you did not have, it was like in his brain. It was like if you did not watch Rugrats as a child, you did not have a childhood, and it literally was like, oh, childhood gone. He's like, what's a Rugrat? That sounds like a horrible creature.
They are.
Oh my god, new Retroverse monster. Anyway, so we'll say that's what they were asking about before in the storage. You're like, oh man, do we got a Rugrat infestation? I do have dust bunnies.
Oh yeah.
I did reference dust bunnies last session, I think. Or maybe it was session before that. Anyway, so you got unconscious dude. The saxophone just disappears.
Hurts so
His beret like flew off of his head when you hit him.
I pick up
It's like
all the
10 feet away.
bags and put it on a piece of cloth and just put it around my neck.
Okay.
So you're a Boy Scout. You sort of just have like little Boy Scout kerchief.
You notice that on all their sleeves, there's a red.
I have an ascot. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
They have a white R, like in a bold text on their shoulders.
No, it might be red now.
Yeah, it's looking pretty red now.
I want to peek my head down the hallway that we have not traveled yet and see if
Ooh,
I
I picked
hear
up my card.
anything.
Actually, let me look at the official artwork. Never mind, it's pink. My bad.
What's pink?
The R.
Oh.
The R. It's pink.
All right, so Verm hustles back with the gift box and gives it to Hertz.
First, you immediately recognize it as one of Mr. Cage's presents. He usually gives you. It's usually one that he gives you for your birthday.
He has like a specific wrapping paper just for you.
It's your favorite cut. It's your favorite shade of blue.
Which like sounds super dorky, but I legitimately have different wrapping papers in my house for different people.
That's cute.
Nerd.
What? You like penguins more than my mom and dad do.
Kurt's a little confused as to why this box ended up here, but like,
It was in the crate that he dropped off for us. He ran back to get it.
Okay.
It's cold to the touch. You assume it was from outside.
Oh, okay. Just really like.
While you're changing and Biscuit's making sure something's not coming down the hall to murder us, I'm gonna go pee.
Okay.
I'll open the box.
You open the box, and there's a set of clothes inside and a note.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, alright, so in case you take excessive acid damage and somehow ruin your new clothes, I brought you a spare. Signed, C.
How did you do that? Oh my god.
And it's identical clothes to what you had before.
Yay!
Perm pressed.
Looks so nice. So shiny.
I'm very shiny.
Okay, but like, who leaves a gelatinous cube just laying around in their building? That's just rude.
You guys can give me history checks.
I thought that was the janitor at our high school was a gelatinous cube.
I'm gonna go after you for a second. I have to take the dog out.
Okay.
I got 21.
Ooh, okay.
She's proficient in history, so.
You definitely recognize them as part of the Rocket Clan.
Mm-hmm.
They're a essentially organized crime gang where they kidnap animals and monsters and other wildlife and stuff, and they force them to fight for them, and they also sell them for profit. The rarer, the more they want it. Actually, wait, let me go right from the test material. Clay Rocket, mobsters of the true sense of the word. Rocket mobsters seek out to grow on their own power and wealth, a goal they see as hand to hand. They operate shops, casinos, restaurants, power companies, basically anything they can, just to bring more and more wealth. They will gladly steal a potion off you, even if there are 10 free ones right next to them. They are led by a mysterious and respected business tycoon with aspirations of owning the world.
Oh, it's your manager.
No! He's a good being!
Oh, no, I'm kidding.
No. It's just like, okay. Guys, listen. We have to find all the creatures in here and get them out of here.
Okay. Extra bodies for creatures.
You turn around and you see a dead kobold and goo everywhere.
Or
And the
are the dudes that we, the bad guys that we dismantled, are their uniforms gross?
coincidentally, with some little prestidigitation, they'd be just fine.
I'm gonna grab the lady uniform.
Okay. Door my can crunch.
I'm gonna be like, we're gonna find out how to get all the animals out of here, and then we're gonna blow this place to smithereens.
You do find it weird that they're out here because, like I said, they usually own like shops, casinos, and restaurants and stuff. This is like a base in the middle of nowhere, like a bunker.
Do you know why a base like this would be like anywhere near the Alpha Voodoo temple?
No. Well, we can ask the jazz singer when he wakes up.
He looks like he's going to be out. Let me roll a d4. 5 hours.
Wait.
I can wake him up if we want.
I joked on rolling the d4. I didn't roll d4.
Yeah, how did you get a 5 on a D4?
Well, a D4 plus 1.
If it's unconscious, it's supposed to be 1d4 hours. So I joked.
Okay.
You hit him so hard unconscious, he's 5 hours out.
Wait.
So,
He's awake.
I assume you tied him up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the cuffs that we forgot that Yost has.
Oh, and you know,
Yeah.
Clan Rocket is mostly elves as well.
So question, do we want to maybe take a short rest here? How you doing, Hurts?
She's hurt.
Yes,
She hurts a lot.
she hurts a lot. Let's just say that, like,
Honestly,
one more hit from the gelatinous cube and she would have been down.
I was surprised you weren't, actually.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
I was planning to come in and throw all four arms out and drag you out.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for healing me a lot. I'm a mess. I'm sorry.
I think all
For
you,
my 2 hit points.
I think all you really missed was that gift that Cage had was another set of clothes for her.
Specifically, if she were to take acid damage.
Nice.
He was very good.
He's very thoughtful.
Yeah. Yes, I would like to take a short rest if we could.
We just didn't mention it. There's just like a pile of boxes in the crate that says, open in case of acid damage, open in case of death, open in case of paralyzation.
Yes, they're all like nice little drawers you can just like pick out which one you need.
You guys could easily backtrack back to that cave you're in and just close the door.
Yeah, maybe let's do that.
I mean, not the mechanical door. That one's been opened with your keyblade knock.
Okay, well at least to a place that's not an open hallway. I'm gonna pick I'm gonna pick the saxophone guy up in a fireman's hall and carry him back.
Okay. Do you guys do anything with the other dead bodies? There's 2 heads of the female.
Should we hide those?
Yes.
There's the one guy with his head caved in and a broken leg.
We could eat them.
We're not gonna eat them.
No.
I've got I have one over one shoulder and
There's
dragging the other one.
there's the oozes goo that just takes up pretty much most of the hallway.
Oh, the ooze
and
goo, we're
a
gonna
dead-
make a shovel
A
for.
dead kobold.
Or I'll presentitize it. It's only like a foot of square space, but like.
But it used to be a creature.
Maybe your manager gave you some sham wells.
In this storage area, you guys can give me investigation checks.
Sure. I got
Please, that be wisdom.
17.
You find cleaning stuff.
investigation is intelligence.
Yay. 10.
I got a 19.
You all find different cleaning things. Some of you find like Windex equivalent paper towels.
We have a quick.
You guys got like a mop and stuff. You
cleaning
know?
montage.
I'm gonna throw one of them to my friends and start carrying bodies out.
Even yellow latex gloves. You know, so like I've got everything. If you guys really wanted to be thorough, you could.
Supply closet / warehouse thing. Are there just
It's a
containers
storage.
in there?
It's a storage room.
Storage room?
And there's
Are there
crates
boxes?
and shelves, and you guys found them mostly on the shelves and stuff. And they were in boxes on the
Into
shelves.
storage closet.
Yeah, I just pick the bodies up and put them on the top shelf.
Oh, you could
Nobody
put
looks
you
up
could
there.
you might be able to put them in crates too if you emptied out a crate or 2.
I cut them up some if I need to.
Dude. You're supposed to be the good guy.
In the sky, there's big blue faces like, dude.
They're dead.
I mean, I guess.
Mr. Good over here! Like,
I know I asked for teenagers with attitude, but that's a bit much.
Technically, Yox is no longer a teenager.
No, the thing was
He's 19,
That's
isn't
been
he?
around, Sass.
19.
Yeah.
But yeah. Just like, ugh. Yeah, to put him in the box.
Yeah. He's 19. He's 2 years older than Visca.
Yeah, you see, I take after
Who's
the
a
Japanese
baby?
Sentai team, not
How
the
long?
American Ranger team.
How long has it been since the beginning of the campaign?
2 years, I think.
2 years, so Hertz is 19.
Oh shit!
You're
I'm
old.
the baby.
you're older than Hertz.
I would say Hertz technically graduated probably before anyone else with her prodigy thing. She's just been focusing on her music career. I'd like to think.
I'm either 19 or 20,
You're
depending
like-
on my
you're like,
birthday.
Yeah, I assume we graduated, right?
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah. So, but like, I know that I said Hertz is she's either in college or getting to go to college.
Yeah, you're like that super smart actor like Emma Watson was, where like she was making 10 different movies and also managed to get a degree all at the same fucking time.
Yeah, exactly.
The why when you guys were searching for cleaning stuff with those investigation checks, you also found a lot of not assembled yet cages, a lot of assorted sizes, and some of them were really heavy duty, some of them weren't.
Okay.
I take a.
Hey, we either have a doggy gate or we have lunch for definitely not Metallo.
They're trying to sell creatures that are completely innocent to fight for them.
I'm aware of this. I'm saying, hey, we can put
I start feeding
Magneto in a place where he
some
can't get
extra
hurt,
metal
or just
to the
fucking feed it to the
dinosaur
dinosaur.
thing.
I am not letting Magneto stay there.
That's why I said baby gate, not cage.
You see him you see him in the back
That was really smooth,
of
Jesse.
the
Not enough.
It was pretty close, though.
you see him in the back of the storage room, and he seems to got himself stuck on a few things metal that are weighing him down now, as they're just like attached to him. And you just realize the whole time you guys were in here, he's just been kind of sitting back there.
He's probably the
He's-
tail feeding
he's
the
that-
topic.
He's like that dog that gave up when they're like stuck in between like a gate thing, where he's just sitting there smiling nervously at you, but he's not trying to escape.
I'll help him out. And just like I'll like take him up and like put him and really like pat his head. Like you're such a good boy.
Ah.
In my head, I'm imagining that when he wags his tail, it sounds a little bit like wind chimes.
A little bit. He, when you get him out of there, he immediately goes over to one of the smaller wall metal cage things, and he starts chomping on it, like some like the thin bar ones.
That's right. Yeah, and I'll
You think it's for like tiny creatures, like a bird cage, kind of stuff.
I'll take my whip and I'll hit the either the one that he's eating or the one next to it. Just like break it apart so he can eat it better.
Okay, he seemed nervous because there was a loud crack and stuff,
Oh,
but then he goes back to eating.
Yeah. And just give him like little kisses and be like, "Mwah, I love you."
he's just like, stop, mom, I'm eating.
He's so cute. Magneto makes everything better. All of Hertz's traumas. Here's our therapy dino.
So I think at this point we're hiding bodies, and then I guess while we're hiding bodies, do you want me to wake up saxophone guy?
Did you guys get all your Did you guys get your short rest stuff done?
We should probably wait to do that until we wake him up.
He might be out for a whole day, for all you know. He seems really out.
Yeah, but he's not going anywhere, so I'm fine with that.
Do you need a potion? I got a potion.
I was just gonna take a sit down.
Take a sit down.
A shit down. Because I'm like, take a short rest, but like that's not a mechanical thing.
You know, I'm wondering.
You can't just say, let's take a short rest. And it doesn't have to have any special significance.
Should I let Hertz have my one-man token? She goes down a lot easier.
You definitely should.
You notice it has like a picture of like God, and he's like going to on the coin.
Which god?
Like a Family Guy God, but he's got like aviator
okay.
shades on. So, like that stereotype, like the
generic.
white long beard with the white robe.
Yeah, generic Abrahamic.
Yeah.
On my +1,
So what is this?
it
It's a death.
activates death ward on you.
Yeah. If you would have died, you go to 1 HP instead.
Okay. It's pretty useful.
when he goes
It's
to
only-
hand it to you, like your hand's just out like this, and it just like floats in the air and rotates. It's very
You
super
just
video
hear, like,
gamey.
the Mario power up sound.
Yeah, you just hear like the ding of like getting the coin in Mario.
I'll give him a fist bump. It's like, yay!
Yay for not dying!
Yay, friendship!
I'm gonna spend a hit dice or two.
Pretty much that
Yay!
noise.
That was very loud.
Luckily, my headphones were low.
Sorry about that.
But
Sorry.
that is pretty much what it was.
Cool.
But
I
once it's
spent one hit dice and I'm only down by 6 now.
once it's used, it's gone.
Spend this permanent +1 over your head.
Actually, it's a greater death ward. It's like your full health
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
because
That's
it is a new life coin. So
Oh, sweet. Okay.
it's not new. Barely has a life coin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're small size.
So 1970s.
So you take one more hit and you're kaput.
I'm not small! I am higher.
It's a Mario
I'm taller
joke.
than average. I am 5'7".
Hertz
It's
is
a Mario
just.
joke.
I know, but Hertz is just. She's shit. What's his name in Full Metal Alchemist? I'm not short.
Everyone is
small.
just freakishly huge.
She's actually not
That's
short.
actually true.
I am
Because,
not
like,
short.
I am the other than her, I am the shortest, and I'm 6'3".
Yeah. I'm higher than normal women's size. Okay, like I'm a beefy girl.
That's what is it? Supernatural, the show. You think the guy who plays Dean and
No,
Wow.
you Castio's the short one. You think like, oh, he's super tiny, and then you stand next to him, and he's 6 fucking feet. Everyone else is just giant.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Goddamn beefcakes everywhere.
when I'm not morphed, I'm just posing.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like a character from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, where they're all like chiseled faced and muscular and perfect.
While we're resting, did anyone else want to roll hit dice?
Yep,
I didn't get touched.
I had to use all my hit dice.
All of the damage I took from myself.
I like how Yost never gets touched. Has he taken damage like ever?
Literally,
Honestly-
I just like wipe the blood away from my eyes, and I'm good.
I think from
Yeah,
the
no.
moment we got like the final stage in the maze till now, so long as I've been playing Yost, I have not been in touch.
He hasn't been touched when you were gone either, by the way.
No, he definitely was. He
No,
was
it-
fucked up last
No,
time.
no, he. Wait, oh yeah, the beam hit him. That's right.
Yeah,
the one thing that hit
because-
you was the beam.
Because that's why we decided to turn him into a creature, because he had more hit points when polymorphed.
I just lucked out so far. I think it's because my
'Cause
AC so
It,
high.
it's also because I was rolling for shit that night, so like I think I rolled like a 4 or something for your dexterity save.
I'm so mad.
I guess that was a gross grave.
Yeah, and I'm over here like trying to like stop like the burns, just like patting myself down and cleaning off the gross acid, and still not at full health. And I used all of my hit dice.
You used all of them?
Yeah, all 6 of them.
One of my
And so-
greater healing potion.
You have more than 6, sweetheart. We're 8th level.
Okay, I read it. It might be.
You gonna use those last two?
Okay.
Remember to add your con modifier. Oh wait, never mind, sorry.
I have the con modifier.
I swear to God, that was not a joke. I literally forgot.
At least it's not a negative con modifier.
I'm pretty sure it isn't. If it
It
is,
isn't anymore.
I was about to say if it is, I'll say it's not.
No, I had it. I was at an 8.
Well, she had that -1.
Not anymore. She at level 8. She got +2 con. Anyway, so You guys take your short rest.
Do you want a cure spell?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm just down 10 points, but it's fine.
Oh.
Down 10 points in Miad.
Yeah. She's really she's like really steaming.
I'm gonna go wake our saxophone friend up
Ooh,
Okay.
I know how to wake him up.
with smooth jazz.
I was going to say we just stand in front of him and pretend we're playing.
He's asleep though. Oh, you mean to fuck with him when he wakes up?
Nobody needs to pretend in her guitar.
Oh yeah, that's something I saw on my guitar for some reason. Is that my character sheet? I'm not sure where I keep it.
You have a guitar on your character sheet?
I'm proficient in guitar
Yeah, he's my
Why?
backup guitarist.
because I got an instrument.
Oh.
Poor
Okay.
Yost, he's always forgotten as a guitarist.
I feel like it's
I've literally never heard
No,
this before.
no. I'm not the
Yeah.
guitarist. I'm the bass player. That's why no one remembers me.
Magneto just lays down, puts his little feet next to his head. His head's laying down, and he just whines, looking at you.
So cute, oh my god!
I'm like, what is it? George Harrison of the Beatles? The one nobody remembers?
I'm gonna slap saxophone guy awake.
Okay, did you guys bind him up?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
how?
I don't remember.
You also stick your handcuffs.
Okay, give me
Yeah.
a sleight of hand with intelligence modifier.
You
But
want-
if you have
Handcuffs?
proficiency, oh, handcuffs?
Yeah.
Oh, then okay, handcuffs.
Because we remembered that he had them when we were in the Underdark, the Drown nightclub.
Yeah,
That was a good episode.
he could have got some more from them too, but they would have been fuzzy.
I have those two.
Wait, didn't your Eldarin friend steal some and gave? I'll just say she stole some from some of the drow and gave you a pair. She stole a lot of things.
Stole from.
She stole
Yeah.
a lot of things from a lot of
There you
people.
go, money.
I'm sad about it.
She did. She did totally steal for money.
You pretty much have to hide your kids and hide your wife around her.
Yeah, pretty much.
Old
You-
meme. Okay, so
You can see our breakup on Twitter if you really want it.
You didn't wait for me after 2 years.
it's
Stealing all your shit.
it's either you have popcorn or you're like the kid with the binder, like trying to hide yourself from the situation. I was the kid with the binder.
It was very, very salty.
The
Nothing good happens to her ever.
oh, jeez. So you guys are. I just remembered something. So you guys go to wake him up, right? And he's got manacles on him. And he's like, "Ah, what? Ah!" He freaks out seeing Hurts.
Hey, friendo.
You piece of shit, you're gonna tell us everything you know and how to stop all of this, or I will blast you into next century!
I like to think Hurts is like Sailor Moon over exaggerating, like emotionally. And you got like
Yeah.
the chibi face, and you're literally like shaking him everywhere, but somehow doing no damage.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Yeah.
Visca's just like standing there, arms crossed, like, I was planning on being bad cop, but by all means, have fun.
She's got like little spits of fire coming out of her mouth. And she's like, "Rah, rah, rah, I'm so mad."
Oh my
I'm a good cop that can heal him when she knocks him out again.
It's like, ah,
We want to do this. Heroic way?
I can make you dance
ah,
again.
I don't want to die.
Let's try the
Tell me.
first one first.
Everything I need to know to stop your operation this instant.
We're just out here looking for a Thunder Bunny.
As they're saying, I pull out my blowtorch.
Oh God, no! Please, that's all we're here for.
We still need to be able to talk.
We had a casino in Audubon, and it was attacked by these crazy dragon people, so we went out here, and someone said it could get us out of the country if we got him a Thunder Bunny.
So your casino was overrun by dragon men.
Yeah, they're shooting lasers everywhere. kind of like that thing, but a lot bigger. Is he
Where's your
trying to
casino?
point at the blowtorch?
Where's the casino?
It's in Ottawa. It's the city state that's relatively nearby.
Blowtorch on a crate, pull out my pliers, screwdriver and stuff, and examine them. Just in the background.
Give me an intimidation check.
Can I assist by like friending to put another saxophone spot in him?
Sure.
I'd just be like ready to go when the key time.
Okay, he fails that. He fails it. The Dissonant Whispers or whatever. He doesn't seem intimidated by you so much as one of Hertz just made him uncontrollably start playing saxophone. You see his hands are trying to reach for his face, but they can't. Yet somehow a spectral saxophone is still like up there and it's like holding itself upright.
No!
And playing, and it's playing the song. And you can see he's just crying.
I feel kind of bad.
I don't.
I'm gonna
Blood coming down from like where his hair is down from your self-tool damage.
Are you guys?
looking at Verm. I'm like, hey, are these do you know if these guys operate a lot in, I don't remember the name of the place that you just said, Scott.
Adama. It's fine. You could call it Robot Town or whatever. It's where all the robot that robot race that they're coming up with is going to be.
Because it sounds like they're expanding their operation. Well, Verm's still off doing something else. I'm going to ask the guy. I'm like, so are they taking all of Adama over?
He's trying to speak. He stops playing, and he goes to explain to you that they're here. This is like an emergency bunker essentially for them.
Yeah, but like,
and that thunder bunnies are very, very rare, but they're native to the mountains around here.
Are there any creatures in here?
Yeah, he tells you that everyone in his gang has a creature. One has
you that's in charge?
Okay, he goes to tell you that there are 2 people in charge. Let me get their names just real quick. The one he fears the most, even more than you guys, is named Jessica, and she has a boyfriend named Jamie. Apparently, they're really high up in their gang, and they're a big duo. They have to do a lot of team attacks together. They had a cat for a while, but it was really annoying, so they don't have a cat.
I'm gonna point to Verm. I'm like, have you seen anybody with him, with the big pointy thing?
Yeah, they're the ones that attacked town.
Yeah, have you seen any here?
No, that was the point.
Guys, are we done?
Okay, hang on. We were here to find out about a temple that was being corrupted. I assumed it was being corrupted. That's where we are, right?
No, that's outside on the island in the middle of Crystal Lake on the other side of the mountain.
Oh, well, fuck. Okay. Alright, I guess we deal with these guys and then we'll make it to the Crystal Lake.
Can I let me out now?
Hurt slaps him. It slaps him into a consciousness.
Okay.
You probably have 1 hit point, yeah.
Okay, he's
like,
out.
I defect to you, hun. Like, it was their pile of goo that almost melted your face off.
I'm so mad! I like those clothes!
Is Hertz a mad out of 10?
I
Yes.
hadn't noticed.
She's quite more. She's gonna be like, all right, let's go, and she'll pick a direction and just walk that way.
Are we leaving this poor asshole tied up, or what?
Yep, let's go.
He will die.
Verb is
fine.
going to recommend that we call for local law enforcement to take a pick up.
Oh yeah, you can call your buddy. Maybe there's a bounty for these guys.
I guess.
Wait, how are we supposed to transport the animals again? These little balls? Ooh!
Answer the age-old
Wait.
question.
I just missed that. What did you just do?
He's gonna try and put saxophone guy in a Pokeball.
Don't do that.
We got 30 of them, what the fuck not? Find out whether it works or not.
Do they work on humanoids?
He turned into a red silhouette, and then that red silhouette seems to shrink into where this little button thing is on the ball. It shakes for a little bit, and then stops.
And you're supposed to be able to...
Did you disintegrate him, or is he inside of it?
I don't know, I didn't read the directions.
It
I
feels,
just threw it at him.
it feels slightly heavier now.
Ern read the directions.
Verb, can it come out, or is it dead forever?
It's not dead, guys. It's supposed to protect animals. Why would it destroy animals?
Because he's not an animal.
Throw it on the ground and say,
Oh,
"Alright, shoot."
wait, never mind. That's right. I'm not actually having them. They just look like Pokeballs. They're not actually Pokeballs. You go to hit him with it, and it attaches to him. Like, it expands out into a harness and attaches to him. And where the ball part is, a spear, like, balloon parachute just juts out, and you all, like, back out just in time as he goes to rise, and he just goes, BAM! Hits the ceiling, and the balloon pops, and he falls down to the ground.
No.
Yes.
And now he's dead. I hope you're happy.
And Verm remembers the instructions
Probably
that
not dead.
don't want to use it when there's bad weather and only if there isn't a ceiling above your head.
Out of doors.
Yeah.
Why would he rise, though? Because aren't they supposed to go down to...
It was a balloon that went up.
Oh, they see him flying up and come in and retrieve him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, this guy's going to be out for a while.
Yeah, let's go.
You know, it's like you see, like he had like a bleeding mark from his head that was going one side. Now there's like a bleeding spot on the other side.
I'm a little tempted to leave him the key for the cuffs, but like across the room.
Nope, let's go. Grace is like leaving. She's going out the door.
I'm like, if we're leaving him to die, I'll just put him out of his misery.
Verm once again reminds them that we can make a call to local law enforcement.
Yeah.
What alignment is everybody?
Lawful good.
Good.
No, I'm sorry, I'm neutral good. Neutral good.
Neutral good.
Okay, I was just curious. I don't go too much on alignment, but I thought it would be really funny if Verm was the only lawful. So he's like, yeah, you should just get the police, and everyone else is like, nah.
Who tries?
No, Lunari are pretty lawful.
Yeah. I've been there
Yeah.
where I was like a lawful good, and everyone else is chaotic neutral, and I'm like, oh, that's how it is.
I'm gonna leave him like a bottle of water.
Okay, you take one of the bottles of water from one of the nearby crates, puts it next
Yeah.
to him.
It's like
I
he
was thinking
probably
he'd drink
won't
this
starve to death. Well, he'll lean over. That's why I took the cap off.
So what is her?
Wait,
What's
they're
your
big
walk
cages,
away?
right? What am I
Yeah. Oh,
There are
so
cages of all
yeah.
sorts and sizes in here, yeah, but you have to put them together.
Cage
Oh,
and
put them
fill
in
out
a
a
hamster.
hamster. Yeah.
A hamster.
That actually is the water feeders they have, and they're like built to that size of cage.
I'm gonna put him in a hamster cage.
Okay, you put them in a medium-sized cage.
Have fun, buddy.
Put them inside a bigger one so there's room to run around.
I mean,
There's not enough room in here for you to put anything bigger.
I don't think they gave that consideration to the creatures they were stealing. I'm gonna go with a no.
You notice Magneto come over to the cage and he starts nomming on the bar.
No, not this one, that one. And he's just like, I don't understand. This
What
one's here.
the heck was
It has
that cat?
people in it. Wait, was that cat? Was that sound your cat?
Yeah, what the heck? He's like running back and forth, and he looked up at my light, and he just went like, "Murr, murr."
I thought
Oh, what the heck that
Somebody
was?
mimicking the dinosaur eating building one.
No. It was him speaking infernal to his lord. It's whatever. So, the
Oh my god, your cat is Garfield the Deals Warlock! Everything makes sense!
what?
Okay, nobody watches it. There's a character named Garfield the Deals Warlock that runs a fantasy
That totally would be him. Yeah. Okay. So,
That is a sentence I never ever thought to put the words together. Like,
Yeah, and that's why Adventure Zone is amazing, and everyone should listen to it.
Okay.
Okay. And I guess we're going further down the hallway.
okay. You go further down the hallway, and you eventually get to an open doorway. Actually, do you go straight down the hallway, or do you turn right? Because they came from the right.
I'll go right. Myself.
Okay.
I'll try and catch up something right behind hers.
You turn over there, and then you see a double door, and it's like one of those just swing doors, not even locked or anything.
Kind of like nudge it open and look inside.
Yeah, give me a perception check. Since you're just peeking.
I'll walk in.
That's a 12. I get a 12 to look at Hertz's ass as she
Okay,
walks
you
past
just
me.
barely start to see
It's
a.
a good view! And wearing the uniform of the bad guys.
You just barely start to see two vending machines, and then the door swings open as Hertz walks in, and you guys see it's the mess hall.
This is what happened when you got your ass handed to you and 10 guys jumped you.
And one guy is sitting at the table, and he's eating a sandwich, and he has it like up here, and he's like, "Roll initiative." You will get a surprise round on him. I'll give you that.
12.
11.
Is it
12.
just him?
Yeah, just him.
9.
If I can, before initiative, I'm gonna like draw my sword halfway out so it's just the glowing bit, and I'm like, don't move.
What did Yost get? 13. What did Fiska get?
11.
Okay. Okay.
It's just a random guy in a room.
He's wearing
Literally
one of
a
their
dude
outfits.
in the break room eating a sandwich.
The wrapper's on the table.
Can I do something before we like fight?
Yeah, it's a surprise round.
Yeah.
Can I cast suggestion on him?
Sure.
Give me your sandwich.
First of all.
Oh my god, nat 20.
No!
Oh no!
God damn it! Never works! So bad.
You say that, and he looks like he's trying to get up and run away to the other side of the room where there's another door. But he does. It's surprise round, so he doesn't really get to. You see, he's getting ready to get up and run away.
I would like to draw my sword and point it at him and say, "Don't move," and intimidate him.
Okay. Each one of you can do something. This is the surprise round.
But you hit him. So.
I already did
That's
mine.
an 11. Well, like me and hers were in front, so yeah, I got an 11.
That roll was cocked. Oh, we got 13 on the roll.
When I see him startled, like he's going to start to bolt, he's going to pull off his sweet flips and basically do an arcing jump with a midair twist and land on the other side of the table from him, facing him,
Okay.
hands like palm on the table.
I'll say you're between him and the door. Okay.
It's on the sandwich.
He took one bite out of it.
I'm just imagining he had it like halfway to his mouth and he saw us walk in the door and then just.
All right, so Yost is first on the actual initiative.
Was there anything you wanted to do? I tried to intimidate him. She tried to suggest him. Verm jumped over the table to lock him in.
I walk over, sit at the table,
I called dibs on the sandwich!
put my axe, take the helmet off, like, what's up, team? Sit, let's talk.
I know you're not trying to, but give me an intimidation check.
No, I feel like that was 100% an intimidation tactic.
12.
He shook. Alright. I like how everyone else is like trying to do all this crazy serious stuff, and Goss is just like, yeah. And it worked, and it intimidates him.
How's it going?
Good.
Look how many badges I got. How many you got?
How many of them are still blood spattered?
I would say you guys were cleaning up and stuff. I would say they're clean.
Oh.
Especially if he stole them and wanted to wear them, I bet he'd just, just wipe them off and you're good to go. He's like, he looks really surprised at your badges. Verm, it's your turn. He's sitting at the table still. He didn't even get to get up yet. I assume you're like bouncer, like arms crossed. Just waiting.
Or like that, like super creepy dude just leaning across the table.
Like, oh, no, okay, maybe this is too far, but like hands on the shoulders, rubbing them.
Oh god.
Yeah, but
You're
muted. You're muted, dude.
I gotta remember that. So yeah, he's going to be kind of leaning up against the door frame of the far door,
Mm-hmm.
and have the bow in one hand, and he'll have the string ready, and he's going to ready an action to fire if he moves, but he's just going to kind of give him that head cock look. Hey, what's up?
Okay. He's
trying really hard to make it look effortless.
He looks like he's going to like try to continue eating the sandwich, but he looks at Yost to see if it's okay.
And there's just like hurts behind him.
He nervously takes a bite.
Eyes.
He nervously takes a bite, looking one side it hurts and the other side it burns. And over behind it goes this guy as he's just surrounded now. It's like I nervously like swallows, like hear the swallow. Didn't realize they sent another higher up.
I'll stand up.
I'm looking for Jessica.
She's right up. She's over there.
Where?
And she normally doesn't want to be disturbed, but if you're how many badges do you have?
So
There were 4 of them total. Do you have all 4?
Search right now.
I have all the badges.
Yeah, yes.
Do you have all 4 on?
Yeah.
She's right over here. I can take you to her.
Cool. Finish your sentence.
Are you sure? You're looking around nervously at everybody else.
I go over to the fridge, open it, and just start grabbing people's lunches.
I think it's a vending machine.
You see, there's a fridge. There's a fridge.
Oh, okay.
Just open it up.
Yeah, there's some sandwiches in there.
You got meatloaf over there?
Is there one that says Jessica?
What a power move.
Yes.
What kind of lunch she got?
She got herself a triple-decker PB&J.
Don't you love Retroverse where we make you figure out what the hell the bad guy brought for lunch that day?
No, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I love it because I'm like, I know how you guys are, so I'm like, why don't I throw you guys something that obviously you could just kill instantly, but I'm pretty sure you guys won't. We'll see what happens.
I throw some lunches to them. Sites.
I can't.
This is Bob's.
Cool.
You have a very brief flashback as you realize when you were looting one of the dead corpses, one of them was like Bob in his wallet.
Well, he ain't needing it.
I don't even want to ask what that means. He just nervously takes this lunch. He doesn't know what to do with it.
Don't worry.
What's your name?
Damn it. Now I gotta give him a name.
Damn it.
Come on.
My name's Dan. My name's Dan.
Damn it.
I'm gonna like sit down next to.
You notice he's really Ooh, actually, let me roll his stat.
like put my feet up on his chair and then put the big ass fucking glowing sword on the table.
He's slightly above average, but not hot. He's a very skinny dude, elf. He's
So
got
on a scale of like 10 to 20.
his hair pokes on a scale of 1 to 20. He's a 12.
Okay.
He seems to have very curly brown hair that seems to poke out of his beret, and he's very skinny.
What are you
Elf.
doing here, Dan?
Eating lunch.
That's in character too.
How about I ask? What are you doing?
Give me an insight check.
I got an 18.
Okay, you don't think he's trying to hide something from you. You just think he's legit
He's just dumb as
confused
shit.
as to why you're asking why he's eating lunch. And you think that he assumes that you guys are part of their gang, and you know everything that's going on here, and he's just really confused why you're asking him why he's eating lunch. That's what you got out of that insight.
Are you fucking serious, my dude? I'll just go over to him and be like I'll put my hand on his chest.
Bob's lunch is sitting like right next to you.
Put my hand on his chest and be like, shit's gonna go down south real soon. And I suggest you looking like such a nice alpha man.
You notice that the shirt he has underneath his vest is blue, but it has a white circle on it and a red six-pointed star on it.
Damn it, Scotty! I was in the moment! Like, listen.
Yeah?
Danny,
Dan Fava
Don't you know-
Bland.
That there's about to be some shit going down.
I've been telling you. You seem like a nice gentleman, and I think that you should leave. I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want to do it.
You can try persuasion if you want.
Okay.
This is a very
That's,
This went from like hostile to just like not hostile pretty quickly.
yeah, that's all about it. 24.
Oh shit. Okay. So he's like now means I don't have to be on patrol. All right, Ninja Ryan, we can go. And then like you just see in the shadows this ninja guy appears,
Oh,
and he just stares at you, and you can't like you just see blue eyes as he's just like, and he goes to leave, and then the ninja like throws down a smoke bomb and just disappears.
Alright, cool.
He goes the way you guys went from.
Okay, so because Kevin's a giant nerd, I have to share this. He got out the old ass, what is this, first edition?
Mm-hmm.
AD&D book to look at the tables for food and drink. And we rolled randomly for it. And the lunches that these people have, according to this chart, are gruel, ale, meat, and shellfish.
Oh, God.
I'll say Jessica's lunch was shellfish.
Okay. I feel like at that point, because it's Retroverse, you gotta just do like a random recipe thing.
It'll be the same equivalent, but with a little bit more of a modern spin to it. So gruel will just be one of the vending machine sandwiches that's been there for a few days.
It's just like a really old and
Like a really stale sub or something.
Oh yeah, it's like a veggie burger. It has no flavor whatsoever.
It's a stale veggie burger that's just in plastic wrap, you know?
Yeah.
An off-colored egg.
That's definitely a vending
We will
machine
say
too.
the meat is don't fucking know, I just literally said it, meat.
I'll take the booze.
Yeah, we were like, oh, somebody's lunch, and you just open it up, it's literally just a fucking bottle of vodka.
Yeah. We know who don't give a shit about their job.
That was in Jessica's.
And she pours everybody shots.
Jessica's had it. And you notice there's a note. You notice there was a note on her lunch. Do you read it?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Just because do not touch.
You see on there in very quick scribbles in common, I swear to fucking God, if any of you take my lunch again, I'm gonna rip your head off. Jay.
Oh my God! I'm just like, yeah, I like this lady. Bro, and I'll open like whatever alcohol.
And then in parentheses down below, P.S. Except for you, Jamie, you can have it hurt.
Ooh. Do I find Jamie's lunch?
Yeah, you easily find it, not even an
I love
investigation
how we're
check.
just like doing like psychological warfare on this poor one rando that's just trying to eat his lunch.
He left.
You
Oh,
notice,
he did? Shit.
Yeah.
I was
We can
distracted.
eat lunch
It's
now.
really good meatloaf.
So,
you guys can take another short rest if you want. If you're eating lunch.
We're just sitting around, hanging out, you know, like good buds.
What door did he go out of?
The same one you guys came in from. But there were multiple passageways from where it wasn't like he had to go where you guys were.
oh, I'm sure he's
Should we
not going to
follow
screw
him?
with us anymore.
You told him to leave, and he's like, "Oh man, I can just go and break." And the higher up told me to, and yeah, sure.
You're off for the rest of the day. Okay.
Yeah, just go home. He seemed like a nice guy, and I bet he's really into music.
Is there anything good in the vending machines?
And I'll
Otherwise, I guess let's go
Yeah.
on.
Risk of
Just standard food.
granola bars.
Oh, the vending machine actually is the You found that picture after I did on Twitter, but it's the one with like the potions and stuff in it.
I'm gonna put in gold for a potion. Shit, how much does a potion cost?
50.
Oh, is there those sodas that we saw in the factory?
No,
Mm.
because
Those
Nevsky
ones-
brand hasn't been around for about 20 years.
This
I'm gonna
is
check and
made
see if
from
there's
the
any
vending
Dr.
machine.
Pepper.
There's be more.
Dr. Pupper? Dr. Pupper, let's see if there's Dr. Pupper.
Dr. Pepper. It's like
Yes.
little Shibu Inu dressed up as a doctor on the.
There's Dr. Pupper and there's Diet Dr. Pupper.
Thing.
And there's
Hello.
Cherry Dr. Pupper.
Yes, I
Cherry
will have
doctor.
it with Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
That will be 2 gold.
Is there?
Robert.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Wait, no, sorry, 2 silver. What am I saying?
2 silver. Okay.
Hertz will just slam
Like
her
Starbucks.
rollerblade into the
Starbucks.
class and try to break it.
Strength check.
Oh, I mean, we could, yeah, we can just do that. Alright.
Wait.
Can I do
Unlock
it as an attack with my blades?
I
Yeah.
already used that today. She'd have to try and break it and try and pick it.
This is probably about the only time that you can use the breakdancing beatdown that wouldn't result in you getting a beatdown instead.
I'm trying to think how do melee.
Wow, everybody's frame rate just went to fucking shit.
So is it plus 6? Proficiency.
I mean, if you're rolling to attack,
It's like an attack.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just dice plus your stat, so which I think
So
is
I
dex.
got 22 to hit.
22 hits.
And oh,
Does it count as magical?
I don't think so.
If it doesn't
Slashing
say,
damage.
if it doesn't say, then it's not magical.
so
But she can attack twice.
and I got 9 on damage.
9?
Yeah, 9.
Okay, she hits with a mighty 9. And
That's max damage.
she kicks the vending machine.
Does it break?
It gets up. Roll initiative.
What? No! What? No!
You had to find the fucking transformer vending machine.
You don't think vending machines in Retroverse have built-in security measures?
God damn
Did
it!
you start kicking the shit out of it before or after I put in the gold for a healing potion?
You got your healing potion for 50 gold.
Okay.
50 gold.
Yeah.
Why is Hurt so stupid?
My initiative is during 20.
Well, I fucking will after.
Fun fact, I've had this enemy up.
deal with
as an idea, since you guys were in the maze and you encountered that first vending machine, I'm like, if they punch it, it's going to attack them because it's got
It's
security
a
measures.
vending mimic.
It is, yeah, of course. Like,
It's a V mimic.
obviously.
Dirty 20 for Verm, right?
Mm-hmm.
God, I'm so mad.
17.
Does Hertz just pick one? You just pick one as your initiative?
What?
What's your initiative?
Oh, 10.
Oh, 7? Okay.
No, 10.
Oh, okay. That's a little better.
Yeah.
Your mic was going kind of like complete.
Mine?
No, hers.
Oh. This thing. Of course it rolled good. Alright. Okay, Verm. It got up. Arms popped out of it, legs popped out of it.
Okay. Well, I think I still had an arrow readied, so I'm going to go ahead and let that go.
You see a branding on one of its arms and it says Secure Co.
Secure go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, that's not going to hit. I rolled a 2.
Pew! Just easily deflects off the metal arm.
Okay. And let's. How about a 15? Did I get it?
No. You notice that the side walls itself popped out, and inside you saw hands that were holding them like your 2 big tower shields.
Oh, that's cool.
And it, as you shot, it just moved one arm up like this.
That is quick, I gotta say.
Jesus Christ. You guys
Okay,
are so low on stuff.
I'm going to finish by moving in between it and Hertz and getting my shield out.
I gotta
Okay.
say, this is definitely one of the most inventive mimics I've ever seen. And I literally watched a stream yesterday where a bunch of people befriended a mimic that was also a map.
It's not a mimic, by the way.
I mean, as far as I know it is.
Yeah. Actually, you guys don't even need intelligence checks for this. You've heard of some vending machines and stuff having this security built in.
It's a vending golem.
Essentially, yes. It is its turn. Hertz attacked it.
What happens when it goes, manic, when you break the
It vents you
elemental?
pain.
It just, spits out potions at you until you die.
It's pain.
You need to stop giving me ideas.
Because
they're not helping you guys.
Don't have that much hit points. Please stop.
Who's next? I don't remember.
Shatter probably will.
Listen, if we ever fight those dragons, I'm gonna need to get a mech or something, because this is a mess. Good lord.
Okay, it takes one of the walls. Yeah, kind of like a transformer. And it goes to slam Hertz with it.
Question. Can I say that I was within 5 feet of her? Because considering I literally just I put money into this thing.
Yes, and it missed anyway.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna hit it with my reaction because I have the Sentinel feed now.
Okay, as its reaction, it gives itself +5 to AC.
Oh, what the fuck?
If it gets an opportunity attack against it, it can give itself +5 to AC.
That's a 15.
Nope.
Okay.
But it missed Hertz. It is your turn, this one.
Cool. I'm gonna drop my shield and try and hit both swords.
Okay. Oh my god.
First,
How big-
I'm still Jesus Christ. This is huge or large size. It's large size.
the other question I had. Can I, if I move around to the other side some, is it still plugged in?
No, it was never plugged in.
Oh, okay. Internal power source. Cool. I'm gonna hit it. That's a 28 with my first hit.
Ding! It does not get the +5 on that one. It was only for that one attack you did.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then the second attack is a 14.
Okay, the first one. Or I should say the second one hits out of your 3 attacks.
I only have 2 because I didn't pull my arms out yet.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want this thing to lay the hurt on Hertz anymore. I'm gonna have one of my eyes go red, and I'm gonna hit it with a defragger strike as well. I guess let me roll these two separately.
Like you guys are like, fight, get a sandwich, fight again.
Mm-hmm. So that's 20 damage with the first strike.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And the second one is 9 damage.
Well, the second one you rolled 14 to hit, right?
Ah, shit, that's right. Never mind.
Yeah,
so
it did not.
The first one was 20.
Yeah. Get a pretty good smack on it. Give it a smack down. Oh, yeah, Hurts, what, you said you did 9 damage to it, correct, initially? Yeah, okay. So, it looks beat up, but nowhere near, bloodied, essentially. It is Yost's turn. Okay.
My lumberjack.
We're fighting a vending machine.
Yep.
21 hit.
Because I kicked it.
21 hits.
11 hit.
Nope.
7 damage.
Okay. You guys beating the crap out of this thing. It looks like it's been in the derby.
Give me back my money.
The, wait, your axe is magical, isn't it?
Yes.
That's right. And your, you used your keyblade and, what was the second weapon?
The second one was not magical. But it was the keyblade that hit, so.
Okay. Hurts.
Okay.
Looming over you.
Okay.
Just a reminder, he ended his turn putting him between her and the thing.
It's looming over her.
Okay.
Okay, do I know if this is a creature? Like, or is it a construct?
You are pretty sure it's a construct.
Okay.
That's what we're fighting.
Essentially, yeah, actually. It's pretty close to what I was picturing.
Wow, that's outstanding.
Okay.
Except, like, imagine the walls of it are actually on its forearms, like 2 big tower shields.
Loss, dispense, pain,
Now, okay.
healthy, beverage.
Now, second question.
Yep.
The cafeteria, is it like tables with chairs, or is it those like school cafeterias with like benches?
There are chairs.
Fantastic. I'm gonna do animate object on like a table of chairs.
Love the spell. Okay.
And they're gonna I think it's like 10 for small.
Yeah, the chairs will be medium sized. Actually, no, they will be small sized.
Okay, so I think
Because these aren't Strad-von Cheroviches. Those would be medium sized.
yeah, okay. Yeah, so
Did you just say Strad von Cherovich?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
a dice camera action joke.
Oh.
They had a chair fight where they had somebody had a prop chair for a play
it was
in
about
Waterdeep.
Strahd.
That was all about Strahd. And then and then somebody else had just a normal rickety chair, and they had like a chair fight where they both cast animate object on their chairs and had to fight each other.
So
Good times. I definitely rely on you on the stats for those, because
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah.
to find it. It's
the small ones.
yeah.
I think.
So it's small. It's gonna be.
How many can you have?
I'm trying to find it. It's a long thingy.
It should be in like the first paragraph, if I remember
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Medium. It just says like medium or large objects in the thing, but I'm pretty sure I saw that it was
You can have up to 10 medium or smaller, right?
yes.
Okay, well, you can have 10
Oh.
chairs if you want. There's
Yes.
more than that here.
Perfect. Okay. and I have the stats up. So how many chairs? 10?
Up to 10.
Okay, yeah, I'll animate object, and yeah, 10 chairs are gonna attack it.
Okay, you guys see the chair's legs actually form like little, almost like feet, and they like walk over towards the vending machine.
This is Tim Burton shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they like go up and like a horse front legs go to smack it.
Do I need to roll for each one of them, or can I roll as a...
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Wait, was it an action? Is it an action to cast?
It might be.
I think it is.
Is
Oh, it's 1 minute to cast.
as a bonus.
No.
No, it's one action.
As
It
one
lasts
action.
a minute.
Okay, they can't attack, but they can move.
As a bonus action, you can mentally command it.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna hit
Oh, well. Okay, yeah, then you all can attack because they're supposed to get their own initiative, right?
I don't know.
If they are,
it. This
they
is
just
the
go on
first time
hers.
I'm ever using this spell, so
It's one I want to
Someones normally
use.
go on their caller's initiative.
They usually do it out of convenience to not add another person to the initiative number.
yeah.
Especially if you have 10 things, you don't want to roll 10 more initiatives.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll just go on my turn.
yeah.
Alright. I'm rolling.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it actually goes on your initiative. It doesn't say anything about giving it a turn.
I wasn't sure if they couldn't do anything on the initial turn or not. That's all I was really
Does
questioning.
an 11 hit?
No.
Okay. Then
You can just list them off as you roll.
Okay. okay.
I'll tell you how many hit.
Okay, I'm because they have a +6 to hit. I believe, yeah. So I got a 19, an 8, a 3, another 8, and a 1 for 5 of them, and that's not including their +6.
Okay.
And then I think the 19 is the other hit, and then 18, another 2 8s, a 7, and a 5.
Okay, so out of all your chairs, only 2 were able to penetrate through the vending machine's bendy hide, I guess. I don't know.
Yep.
Roll your damage.
Yep, okay.
That is
Alright.
D8 plus 2.
Yep. Okay, so the first one is an 8, and then the second one is a 7.
Okay, so 15 total.
Alright, sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
It's a long paragraph.
I like the spell, but it always slows things down.
Alright.
It can't be helped. It's a mechanical thing. So it's
Next time I'll do bigger stuff.
it's one of my favorite spells. So that's your turn, and it goes back around to Vern. This thing is really beat up, and it's got a bunch of chairs attacking it. You're surrounded by chairs.
Well, if it's looking that sad, I was going to turn on Exosword mode, but I guess I'll save it for next time. And the bow is going to shift back into the Warhammer. He'll take the two-handed pose and just bring it overhead like Jack in The Shining on the door and hit him twice square in the face.
Okay.
Or attempts to.
Oh, hey, Snizzle Socks, what's up? You came here just in time for them to fight a vending machine.
Okay.
Our thrilling, exciting episode of vending machine fighting.
They're in a Clan Rocket base, and
We're fighting this.
yeah, they were able to successfully get the one guy in the mess hall to leave, and then Hertz kicked the vending machine and it came to life and it started attacking the party.
Alright. So Verm's going to strike that pose there. That's
Okay.
a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh boy, you hit.
Okay. And then he's going to bring that hammer down. But I did say it was two-handed. Not quite like that.
Close to that.
Pretty close to that. Alright. Alright. Oh! That's 9 on the die. That's going to be 13 damage for the first
Ooh.
hit.
Okay. I also wanted to say, Chris, thank you for the copy. Greatly appreciated.
Does 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Ooh, okay. And that's going to be 8 damage that time.
Ooh, okay, and it's down.
All right.
Oh, thank God.
Woo! I take all the things inside of it.
Yeah.
Okay, it had... What does it have? Let's see. Where's my D4? There you are. Silly D4. It had 4 Alchemist Fires. 4 more healing potions.
Yes.
Common.
And
Common healing potions.
yeah, they're just common. 2
You get
vials of acid.
I got it.
great.
And let's see.
Does it have snacks?
The Dr. Pupper. This one's like all drinks and potions and stuff.
Okay.
It has 3 Dr. Puppers left, 1 Diet Dr. Pupper, and 5 Cherry Dr. Puppers left.
Yay!
And
cherry flavor.
the universe said it. The universe said it. All right, so it has 1 bag of Doritos, 2 chocolate bars, and 3 packs of trading cards.
Ooh, what kind of trading card?
They
are like
it says like nasty babies, and you see like these like little toddler like characters, and they have like each one of them's like some kind of gross depiction. Like one's named is Ronald Dump, and it has like this baby, and it's got like a like goldish toupee on, and it's like taking a really big dump. No, don't be sorry, dude. This is great. You're adding a lot.
Also has a chocolate. What was it?
chocolate Tarrasque. I love it.
Yeah.
2 chocolate Tarrasques.
I'll give one to Burm.
Ooh. He looks surprised but grateful.
Oh, and most importantly, 7 gold and 60 silver.
Yay!
Wait, it doesn't have the gold that I put in?
Yeah, that's concluding the gold you put in.
Oh, okay.
Or wait, no, it's 57 gold. Then that makes sense.
Pretty good.
Can I get a post-ass kicking one-liner for?
Yeah, sure.
So as he lands the fatal blow and the machine darkens and dies, he looks down from over top of it and says, "Exact change only."
Hurts applause. Yay!
You gain an inspiration point.
Yay!
I'm assuming Hertz drinks all those health potions.
I mean, she's not terrible, so she'll drink one of them.
Okay. I do not remember what a standard drink potion is. Is like 2d4 plus 2 or something? It's a little bit. It's not too bad.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, there we go.
2d4, so 4 plus 2, 6. Okay, perfect. I'm up to full level.
I agree, Chris. One-liners should always result in inspiration.
So, after that shenanigans is over, it's like, okay, now we can go see those J couple.
The J couple.
I don't remember their names. Jamie.
You remember? It was
Jonathan.
it was Jamie and Jessica.
Jamie and Jessica. There we go. Okay, cool. We're heading that way, wherever Danny told us to go.
Okay. You guys start heading that way, and you notice that there's a long, complex system of hallways and stuff, and a lot of these rooms are pretty much essentially just equivalent to like dorms where people just they sleep. And you guys are probably just trying to get the heck out of here. And they lead towards the entrance / exit on the opposite side of this hideout. When you get close to the door, give me perception checks.
I got an 8.
You guys have to be the most perceptive party I've had.
I got an 11 this time.
This guy can't hear you.
Sorry. I got a 17. But yeah, I scrolled like a 3 because they're friggin'.
Okay. The you notice a just around the corner on like the door that seems to lead out of here. You just barely catch like corner of hair just poking out from around the hallway. Like someone's
Hair?
waiting. Like someone's waiting for you guys to get close enough, and they're gonna like pop out or something.
And as much as I don't want to, that might be a good cliffhanger to leave on, because our basement is flooding.
No!
So we have to move a bunch of shit off the bookshelves if you can see Kevin doing that, because if not, they're gonna get water damage.
Oh boy. Okay. Can I just do one thing before we end it?
Yeah.
Okay. Since we'll end it there on a big nice cliffhanger. I totally didn't write
Sorry,
things.
guys.
It's
okay.
Not your fault at all. Quite the opposite. As you go to open the doors, you see at the end of the hallway, that person that was hiding pops out. And you see an elf lady. I just put her up on the overlay. And she is wearing, looks like some biomechanical gauntlet on one hand. She's got this crazy tie on. She's got shades, and she's got a beret, and she's got 3 badges on her. You see a big pink R on her shirt, but her shirt seems to be showing her midriff. Like a belly vest. And she's got on, like, booty shorts. And and right next to her, you see a guy in very similar clothing, except his hair is, like, it goes from green to blue gradient, while hers is like a teal with like one red bang. And she says, "Prepare for trouble." And he goes, "And make it double, to protect the world from annihilation, to unite all creatures since the first creation, to denounce those we want to get rid of, to help those." Oh wait, no, that doesn't rhyme. Oh well. Jessica, Jamie, Rocket Gang blasts off with all of our might. And if you don't, you're in for a bite, as the guy winks. And then, coming around the corner with them, you see this horrible, like, 8-headed creature, draconic lizard creature, and it goes, hiss! And all of you that know draconic, you hear, "That's right!"
Oh my god! I heard this immediately smitten by everything that's happening here. She was like so angry and it's like, oh, hello.
How will the group do with this deadly duo?
I don't know, probably fuck it.
Will they be flooded?
That's what we go.
Will Chris ever get to see what happens next? We'll see next week on the next exciting episode of Retroverse.
Yay!
Oh.
Oh god, so loud.
And you notice the big draconic multi-headed creature, one of its heads just kind of like headbutts they had like a boombox that was like playing dramatic music, and it like turns it off. It's like,
oh my god. Hers claps. She's like, yes! God, they're the bad guy.
Jamie bows. He has like a rose in his mouth. So, do we got any?
Second, guys.
Yeah, it's. I'm just doing plugs and stuff. So, we'll go with Aya first.
am doing lots of fun stuff this weekend, including Masquerade One Shot tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. Scotty's gonna be on it. It's gonna be super fun. We finally figured it out, and it's gonna be real good. I'm excited. And then on Sunday, I have Dungeon Academy as usual on Power Score RPG at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. And also, gonna have my podcast. It's gonna come out in the next 2 weeks or so, probably. Hopefully. Maybe. And Scotty and Kevin are on it, and it's gonna be about teen adventures, superhero, Power Ranger types. So if you enjoy Power Rangers and magic and other things, come join me there.
Yeah.
And that's Rin in Stone, and you can find us on Rin_in_RPG on Twitter. It's great. It's gonna be fun.
I gotta ask, Kat, is it like how bad is it?
It's pretty bad. It looks like it's been happening longer than we realized because we just moved the bookshelf and we found mold.
Oh no.
So, yeah. We're gonna have issues with... Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yay, homeowners. I have the game with Scotty tomorrow that I'm sure everybody knows about, and then Sunday I will be streaming for the first time in my Starts Without Number game. And I'm sorry, my dog's freaking out. He realizes we're distressed. And that one is 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time Sunday, and it's at Nyvinter on Twitch, Nyvinter. So hopefully it'll be fun. I don't really know what to expect. But, yeah.
Probably won't be in the basement.
No, it might be. It's not that bad. It's just that, yeah.
Yeah. It just sucks.
We're not like standing in water, but there's an entire line of the basement going from the back door to the front wall that we're seeing water damage underneath the carpet and underneath the tiling.
Oh, jeez. At my old apartment where Blake's at currently, they fixed it up by now, but like the first floor apartment is like halfway in the ground, and there was one spot where we literally had like a creek pop through the wall.
Yep.
So I've been there at an apartment, but it's bad. The on my stuff, I'm playing 3 games tomorrow. Well, game/DMing tomorrow. On
I'm
Power.
gonna
Yeah.
pop out for a bit.
Yeah, it's fine.
Bye guys, had a fun time.
Bye.
The tomorrow on Power Score RPG's channel at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard. Oh, and they're gonna bounce out, so no one will see our faces, but they'll hear our voices just fine. The I'll be playing as my favorite character Zebediah. I had to completely recreate him, and I figured out that I actually couldn't take levels in Sorcerer because my charisma wasn't high enough. So he got rewritten a little bit, actually probably for the better, mechanically. That will be at 2, and then we got our game at 4:30 on your channel, right?
Yeah.
And then I got Adventures of Tranquil Sea, where they'll be fighting a demon lord, hopefully, at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard. Yeah. Jesse, you got anything, or?
Honestly, I never do, except to say that, today's Amazeballs new illustration, the inevitable Luis Abadius. I don't know if you want to put that up on the overlay since my face is out of frame now.
Actually, give me just a second. I can totally...
It is wonderful.
It really is. I'm totally blown away by the quality of his work.
Yeah.
So I want to plug Luis. That's what I want to plug.
I want to kind of commission him to do hers.
You won't regret it.
I bet you'll look fabulous.
And I'll try and get a transparency layer. And then we can have everybody, like the entire party, commissioned eventually, and have like a group photo.
That is not what I want. This is what I want. Hey, you get to see the full shebang, everybody. Give me just a
Yay.
sec as I move that.
He's
All right,
such a
you can put up
handsome boy.
that picture if you want. It should come up fully now.
Oh, you got me adjusted?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go. Look at that. Look at that fancy picture. Let me zoom in on it. Enhance.
He blew me away with this one. He actually put reflection mapping on the hammer.
Yeah, that's really good.
Like
Yeah,
I told him it was chrome. I didn't expect him to actually mirror the thing.
it's really cool.
So
All right.
I'm
Well,
kind of in love now.
Thank you guys.
yeah. Thank you for
Thanks.
watching. Thank you, Chris, for showing up. Thank you, Ramrod, for the donations. I didn't get to crit with my creature because I forgot, like you guys. But we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.